the government and some of the top like big pharma CEO people, because they're gonna start pumping and getting those tests out. I'm braced for anything. I live next to a river. I know how to purify the water if our supply dwindles. That's what's up, bunny. That's what's up. Not a lot of people do. Got my 90 days of food, 30 gallons of water stored, 3 gallons of survival filtered, new pistol, there you go, and a whole ton of cleaning supplies. Good to go, baby. That's what's up, John. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So with regard to food and stuff like that too, guys, at least this is what I'm doing right now. Inventory all the stuff that you've obtained, right? So I did a couple passes at the grocery stores. I know that, okay, we have about 15 cases of water. We have about, 10 cases of seltzer. We have about, 3 cases of Diet Dr. Pepper, 3 cases of Dr. Pepper, Diet Pepsi. And just get a general sense of how much stuff you guys have, right? And then just try and, use your phone or tablet or whatever, and just try to figure out how much you have per day, right? And triage like the fresh stuff that is going to have an expiration date. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? But I know a lot of people are slacking out there, because I know my fellow gamer kind, like a lot of us don't take it seriously until it's too late, right? Also, link up with your parents, man. Link up with your grandparents. I mean, don't necessarily go over to their house, because you could actually, potentially infect them or whatever. But definitely establish good comms with them, with your parents and grandparents, and just make sure that they're good to go, that they have food and water, that they're basically on the same page as you, and you have some sort of plan in place of where to go, should X, Y, or Z happen. I stocked up on beer. Mendocino, dude, that is not actually a meme, stocking up on beer. So stocking up on beer, coffee, alcohol, hard liquor, this isn't a meme, guys. I mean, in a situation where you are on lockdown and let's say you can't get these things, like, that's a really good bartering tool right there, even just with your next door neighbors, right? It'd be a really good gesture. Like, boredom, it's not something that we're going to struggle with as long as we have the internet, right? We're not going to get bored, but boredom in like a survival situation, like keeping your morale high, is definitely a real consideration. So a lot of people, when they pack like a little survival bag, they'll put in some whiskey and they'll put in a pack of playing cards, and that's very much a real, survival sort of resource. I have 1 roll of toilet paper left. Well, you can make that count, man. You could still use Kleenex. You can use, you could probably use paper towels. Gonna see massive numbers of WoW subscribers. We'll see. So I have behind me, I'll show you guys just, okay, this could be cringe, man. We're gonna give it a shot, though. Fuck, man. I have a lot of my go bags. I don't know if you guys know about like bug out bags or go bags or whatever you want to call them. Pretty much this is one thing that will give you a lot of peace of mind. Look around your house for backpacks, duffel bags. It doesn't have to be, a cool looking bag, although it does help if it's a cool looking bag, because then you're going to feel like more motivated to do it. But definitely try to find a bag and outfit it for different situations. Because if you have to go, you don't want to have to think about stuff and pack stuff. Like, you're kind of too late already at that point. So, like, if you have to get up and go for whatever reason, you have everything laid out in a way that you can just grab it, throw it in the car, and you're out the door in, a few minutes, right? So, yeah, someone's, right, S-Bea, 72-hour bag, 24-hour bag, 48-hour bag, 72-hour bag. I have this one expedition pack right here. This right here. This is, like, my rebuild society bag. I mean, it's like a meme though, right? I mean, you're not rebuilding society most likely. Like, if if rule of law shuts down and all this, like, you're not rebuilding society. The odds are very stacked against you. But this bag right here is like as close as it gets. It's my best shot at it. And what I mean by that is it has the ability to filter water, grow food, shelter, cordage, cutting tools, multiple layers of cutting tools. Ways to help sleep, shower, clean yourself, generate energy. So there's a solar panel set in here. Actually, that's a pretty exciting one. I should probably show you guys. You guys might be interested in that. Have you guys seen these? There's little backpack solar panels that you can unfold and generate some power with. Like, it's probably enough, honestly, to power a laptop or something like that. Is there a firearm in there? No, I don't keep any firearms. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool one, too. Each little pouch in here has some cool stuff I can show you guys. I was asked one time, I think it was on stream, What would you bring if you could only bring one thing to a desert island, right? If you're stranded on a desert island, what would you bring? I'm kind of asking you guys right now at the same time. This was my answer, and it's a pretty decent answer, I think. It's the SAS Survival Guide, and it's a pretty... And I'm going to be honest with you, I haven't read this thing cover to cover, but it's the type of thing that, should the need ever arise, you know, I would feel... For any climate, any situation, over 1 million copies sold worldwide. Tell you how to trap, that fish, how to hunt. A little portable fishing pole, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it in there. Anyway, there's a little stove. Let me try and find these solar panels. I think you guys might like them. The RP music is loud? Okay, thanks, man. I'm standing super far away from, I'm standing super far away from the mic, so that's probably a reason why as well. Yeah, it definitely has a water filter in there. It has life straws, and it also has a little bit more of a legit one. Yeah, this is a, it's got a glow stick in it. Toiletries. I also keep everything in the bag as much as possible. You can get these at the Dollar Tree or little, at your local, you know, little cheapo stores. You can get these kind of polypropylene pouches. They're kind of have like a, kind of feels like dry fit. And I put everything, whenever I assemble a bag, I just bought a ton of them. So whenever I assemble a bag, I compartmentalize everything into these little pouches, you know, and ideally you should label them, and like I find myself checking them over and over again to like figure out which one, you know, has medical supplies, which one has whatever. But that's one little tip. There will be two groups, the haves and the have-nots. What will you be? Jeez, man, I have to find this thing. Oh, yeah. So, I'm like thinking of stuff to talk about as we go through these bags here. This is also another, I mean, realistically, the chances of you needing this very low, right? But it's just like, it's good form. You should have multiple ways to start a fire, right? Fire is key, man. It can keep you dry, keep you warm, cook your food. Super, super important. So one amazing little thing, guys, you can buy them for like $2 on, the music keeps getting crazy loud? Okay. I'll turn it down. Is one of these, shoot, what are they called again? The whatever sticks, the fire sticks, you know, like, I don't know if you can see it, but you can create, like, it's super easy. You create, like, a bunch of sparks super easily. Super cheap. Have multiple ways to do that. Have some waterproof, starting tinder. This is wet fire, so this is stuff that's already locked up in a bag. You know, so, like, if you were to fall into, like, water or something like that, get your clothes totally soaked, you would have some waterproof tinder. To, you know, get some sort of fire going. And then also, like, you don't need to have, like, the caveman shit. Like, you can just have modern stuff as well. You can just have a Zippo. You know, Zippos are kind of great because Zippos can actually be powered by multiple fuel sources. You can put lots of shit in a Zippo and it'll run. So it's good. Also, waterproof matches are dope. They look pretty much the same as regular matches, but they're just waterproof. Get some of those, you know, just nice stuff to have on house, you know, especially if you have kids or, you know, a wife, whatever. This is kind of a meme as well, because the chances of me successfully germinating these seeds and stuff, I have all types of seeds in this expedition pack. But yeah, like, you know, beans, pumpkin seeds, all types of stuff that you can plant, you know, potentially. It's honestly very difficult to germinate seeds, though. I was unsuccessful this last season. I tried my best, but like pretty much everything. No, I mean, I got them germinated, but then once I planted them, it's hard to have them take off. Oh yeah, good old Zippo. You guys remember growing up with these? Man, I haven't seen one of these in forever. It's just it's not filled up or anything. The Zippos. Growing up middle school, getting a Zippo. Good times, man. Let's see, anyway, this is like the fire. This is like the fire bag. You should play WoW, you're killing my buzz. This is not exactly a hype stream, dude. It's pretty much like the opposite of a hype stream. Yeah, condoms are useful. Yeah, there's a lot of uses for condoms as well. Oh yeah, here's a water system, a Sawyer water system. Yeah, you guys have probably seen those on Amazon. Sawyer water filter. Alright. So the expedition pack, I could go on and on with it. You should have like an e-tool too, right? What else, man? Keep up your survival talk. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we have a ton of people in here or anything. I appreciate you guys hearing me out. I'm not sure if this is really helpful or whatever. But, oh yeah, like, get some masks, too, if you still have them. You know, doesn't hurt. Get some. They might be sold out, though. They're definitely sold out everywhere here. I just had some from in the past. Like, lots of baby wipes, Kleenex. Baby wipes are huge in any kind of survival situation, man. baby wipes, man. Like, you would be surprised when you don't have baby, like when you're out in the field, dude, like doing an FTX or something like that, bro, baby wipes are king, dude. I'm telling you right now. Baby wipes are huge plays. You'll need an N95 mask. Yeah, I don't have an N95 mask. That's one of my deficiencies right now. But you can order a generator, and how clutch is that going to be? I actually think that's not a meme, guys. What do you think about what do you think about having a generator? So, you know, it's a pretty decent expense. You know, it's a couple $100s to buy even like the smallest generator. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about having a generator. Like, I could foresee if everybody is in a state of lockdown in the Bay Area, you know, and you have to stay in for 3 weeks, I feel like it's possible that they may not have enough employees, or, you know, people just don't want to go to work or whatever reason, they don't show up to some of the power plants. That's a little bit less likely. Here's the situation that I see is pretty likely, though. I will tell you right now, and listen up, man. Like, type something in chat if you're alive. This is very likely, you know, relative to all the bad stuff that could possibly happen. All the time, frequently, in the Bay Area at least, you lose power, and it's because a transformer blows up, right? How many crews? I mean, and there's going to be more tax. There's going to be more. There's going to be more utilization of like the power and stuff with everybody staying home. I mean, that's not exactly rocket science, right? So if there's a lot more people using power, you know, there's more transformers blowing up. Are they going to have, you know, crews that are going to be able to go over and repair that shit? Are they going to be able to go over? Because usually, you know, it's like an hour. It's a couple hours. You know, just under normal situations before they come over and fix up your transformer. Now, in this situation where everybody is staying at home and there's less people even going to go to work, and apparently there's no penalty. If you say you're feeling sick, you're not going to work. You're not going to get penalized for that as well. I could see your power going down for a couple days. I think that's totally reasonable. So, you know, with that in mind, having a generator is pretty sick. And here's the other thing. If you get a gasoline generator, gasoline only stays good for a couple months, like maybe 2-3 months. And that's not a lot of time, right? So if you have some gas, you have to put some stabilizers in it or something, and I've never done that before. So having a bunch of gas in your garage, I have 1 tank of gas, like extra in my garage right now. It's probably bad because I've had it for like 6 months. There might be a way to salvage it, I'm not sure. But here's the real game changer, man. If you get a propane generator, propane is what you use in your barbecue, right? So, am I trolling right now? What do you mean, Billy? Go on, man. I need a little more information. I can't respond to am I trolling right now. I'm not trolling right now at all. I'm being 100% serious. But propane is what you have on your barbecue, right? So you can just unscrew that tank. Everybody's got propane, and it stays good for mad long. So you just screw in the propane, and at least you'll have like 8 hours of power, right? And I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I feel like I was trolling. Maybe that's what he was asking, if I was trolling, because I didn't have a generator for this long. So, get a natural gas generator fed from a natural gas line. Oh, interesting. I never heard of that as well. How many 5.56 rounds do you have? I have a good amount. Probably should have more, though. Yeah. Don't worry, Cargos. Everything will be fine, dude. Yeah, I know it will. I mean, I have confidence. I feel like they're taking really good, swift, decisive action. You can really feel it. Doesn't feel like they're being complacent. I don't know. At least that's how it feels from my perspective. I feel like they're constantly out there doing all these press releases, talking about it nonstop, monitoring it, taking, you know, dramatic action quickly. I think they'll have it under control, man, is my guess. It doesn't feel like the world is going to shit right now. But this is just a fantastic posture check in general, just moving forward. Like, we can learn so many lessons from this, you know, because this is the first real, you know, like, so, you know, viral outbreak in the social media age, right, where people are all able to share this type of stuff. And it's, I don't know, there's some unique elements to this one, right? People keep comparing it to SARS and H1N1 and stuff like that. I feel like there's some differences here, right? I don't think SARS and H1N1 had like this widespread prevalence throughout Europe and in NA. It felt like it was isolated, you know. I feel like it was more isolated. Like, I was hearing about it in Asia a lot, even with bird flu and stuff like that. Zika virus was in the States as well, but I just don't remember it being as dramatic for whatever reason. The CDC absolutely screwed this up. Only 500 people tested in the first 3 weeks in the U.S. I mean, it's a brand new. I don't see that as a complete failure, though, Finisher. At the same time, this is brand new territory for them, and I feel like they've been taking the path of least resistance towards getting it fixed, which is what? Partnering with the private sector, getting the big pharma heads together who have billions and billions of this elite, like, you know, freaking Illuminati money or whatever. Like, I don't believe in the Illuminati or whatever, but, you know, getting these big boy money together and just getting the power of industry involved, right? It almost gives you some kind of weird World War II type of juju vibes. I don't know if anybody's detecting that. Kind of some post 9/11 vibes of, you know, some more solidarity. People are a little bit, you know, a lot of like the wokeness in the media is kind of like going out of the media and stuff like that. One thing too I have to admire, it's probably not the American spirit, it's probably just the human spirit, but you know, when it comes to protecting your loved ones and going out there and stuff, people really go hard. Like, it's cool. Like, I was out at the grocery store, people were dead ass serious, they were scrambling, they were moving with a purpose. You know, I didn't see any people like stomping on each other and getting rude to each other, but people were taking it seriously, and I don't know, it was cool to see. Like, there is a fighting spirit, man. I think there is something about, you know, Americans in general, though. We are like kind of a self-reliant people. Like, we will take care of, like, we will get out there and freaking, we don't expect anyone to take care of us. We're gonna get out there and take care of the situation ourselves. They also have a vaccine right now that people can get to help combat the spread. Do they? I heard that they were moving some early stage vaccine into the first clinical stage. I assume it's going to be a little while before that's even possibly there. Probably the end of the year or something like that. Cool Kriegs with the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Oh no, wait. Rocksteady with the tier 1 sub. Gifting it to Cool Kriegs. My mistake. Thank you very much, man. I know I'm doing some weird content here. Very strange. Never done anything like this before. But it is something that I'm genuinely interested in, and I have been for a long time. So... is it weird? Is it kind of weird that I low-key not enjoy it, but like what's the word, man? I don't enjoy, you know, all these people suffering, but it's something that I don't know how to describe it, man. It's kind of a fascination with it. It's something that I'm into. Like, I'm dialed into it, you know. You can't really trust any of the numbers out of China, man. I'm on the same page. Yeah, I'm on the same page. Wore an actual hazmat and gas mask into the grocery stores. I saw a lot of people in the grocery stores with masks on. Absolutely. People, you know, people panicked. People, and this is the type of stuff, guys. You know, knowing the human condition and how it works and everything like that. It's unfortunate, but it takes like a tragedy or something really bad or potentially really bad happening for us to actually band together and stop being, you know, stop doing weird shit, man. I don't know. People just like, they're bickering left and right. They're like causing all types of drama. They're just doing all this. Like, sometimes you get these big crises and it brings people together. It like resets people back to equilibrium, right? And our generation in general is a generation that, you know, we get to live in a lot of peace, man. We have very good like lives, right? We have lots of amenities, and we can eat whatever food we want, lots of food on the table, no massive global conflicts to, you know, kill a bunch of us off. Past generations, it wasn't like that, man. There were always massive global conflicts within recent times, and that would like humble people out a lot, right? So I think that we were kind of missing that, or have been missing that for a little while, and people start to just wild out and do weird shit. So there's that. Join us on the hardcore servers. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's another thing too that's kind of fun. I know some of you gamers out there are kind of low-key grinning a little bit because a lot of us stay inside anyway in self-quarantine on just like a day-to-day basis, so this doesn't really affect us too much. Like, we're perfectly content being inside, and you know, it's kind of funny in a way, you know, like. But I do know a lot of you guys are slacking right now. A lot of you guys are sitting there. You have half a case of freaking water, dude. You have half a case of freaking Cool Ranch Doritos right there. You got half a taquito that was from last week. Your fridge has like some lemon juice in it and some, you know, Jack in the Box from 3 weeks ago. It's not too late, man. Get your act together. Get some water. Get it from your parents, if anything. Maybe they can do a little airdrop. I don't know. Canned food section was wiped out when I went to the store. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff was wiped out. It's interesting. Like, this is going to be an absolute first for me, you know, in a few hours, you know, in less than 6 hours now. Tomorrow, stuff will not be open. Bromanda the Blur with the tier 1 sub to Red Sonia. You'll love to see it. Thank you very much, Bromanda. I appreciate that. And Red Sonia now. It's good to see you, Red. Good to see you. I hope you guys are doing good. Hopefully no corona out there. Get 100 pound of dehydrated starches. Yeah, I mean, as far as food, right? Bang for your buck, it's tough, right? So the best bang for your buck food. Let's have like a fun conversation. This is fun to talk about. What are your guys' choices? You have, let's say you have $100 to go stock up on as much food as possible. Best bang for your buck. What are you guys going with, man? It doesn't have to be tasty. Just the absolute min-max. Use your min-max gamer spidey senses and channel that into your decision making. Ryan Pendulum with the $10, man. Glad you made it back all right. Crazy days. Wondering if I should cut the vacation short.
Glad you made it back all right. Crazy days, man. Wondering if I should cut the vacation short.
Oh man, depends where you're at, Ryan. I do think there's gonna potentially be on the table domestic travel bans. I mean, there kind of are, right? Like starting at midnight, at least in the Bay Area, like we're actually on lockdown for 3 weeks. So you may actually have a hard time getting back home unless you go quick. There's a good chance you may just have to hang out wherever you're at, Ryan. But you know, that's not the end of the world too. So I don't know if you guys. Thank you very much for the 10, by the way, Ryan. I appreciate it. Have you guys seen this on the news? So the U.S. put out this notice that if you are in Europe as of Friday, so it might have been no, it's this Friday upcoming, right? Or was it the last Friday? It's got to be this upcoming Friday, right? There's a travel ban. Now maybe it was the last Friday. Someone's gonna know in the chat with the hive mind here. A lot of these Americans just stuck in the airports, man. Like it's the stuff of nightmares when you watch it. I'm about to pull it up, honestly. No, that's right. You guys can use your imagination. And YouTube it, but like hundreds of people in tightly packed quarters waiting for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, like 6 to 8 hours in an airport in tight quarters. These stuff of nightmares, honestly. Like you just have to think that like literally all of them are getting coronavirus. You know, like they're sitting in an airport 8 hours, breathing all the same air, spraying it around each other. If I was in their situation, man. Maybe that it doesn't work financially, but I would probably just try to hunker down in the EU until it settles down a little bit, and just trying to hold it down there, because I don't know, that just is like the worst situation ever. If you're a U.S. citizen, you're not affected by the travel ban. They were stuck in the airports because of a surge of people coming back. Okay, either way, there was some long lines, Gooey. That's what I was watching on this news article. You know, they were saying they're waiting there for hours and hours, and it just looked so terrible, so terrible. All right, Illithorn with the tier 1 sub. They've subscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. We're doing good here in STL. Most people haven't really heeded the social distancing warning yet, though. Yeah, guys, we're pretty good, right? We're pretty good as gamers. We're pretty good at social distancing, right? It comes very naturally to us, which is good. Ruben, good to see you. What did you guys choose for the food choices? Coffee, bro. I have so much coffee right now. I definitely value coffee. Coffee's like essential. Morale, everything, amazing bartering type of thing. There's also other uses you can use for coffee and coffee filters. I have a ton of coffee, bro. Different types. Tortillas and hot sauce. You know, tortillas aren't bad. As far as bang for your buck, they're pretty cheap and you get a big stack of them a lot of the time. Generally, people are going to tell you to go dry, right? And to get like, I think probably the most bang for your buck you could possibly get, it would probably be a big sack of dried lentils or dried beans, right? Because you're getting the most complete nutrition from something like that. It is also, though, on the flavor and accessibility side, like one of the worst, honestly. Ain't nobody got time, even in a damn apocalypse, to hydrate some lentils for 24 hours so you can cook them and they taste like freaking toilet paper. No, they don't taste like toilet paper, but you have to help them out a little bit, right? You have to give them some spice, man. You got to put some hot sauce in there or something like that, because I mean, maybe make some soup out of it. I don't know, but lentils, beans, all that stuff's probably best bang for your buck. I was tempted to say rice, but the thing is about rice, it doesn't really have protein in it, right? Maybe a little bit in rice. Anybody know? Maybe like a gram or something like that if you eat a ton of it. But rice is definitely solid as well. I know the rice was sold out immediately, so I have a local Asian market right now that I go to pretty close to me. Went there to get some rice because we eat a good amount of rice. You have a rice cooker, dude. One's in the chat if you have a rice cooker. And all the rice absolutely ravaged. So we actually found some extra rice at a grocery store. It was sushi rice, but it was some like American branded sushi rice, some kind of suspect looking sushi rice, but we got a bunch of them. Rice and beans. Rice and beans, one of the most cost-effective dishes. Absolutely. Rice and beans with some hot sauce on it, dude. That is like very hearty. Absolutely. I'm moving in 3 days if California doesn't get quarantined. Well, it's about to happen in 6 hours, fam. Rice lasts forever. Oh, does it? Definitely lasts for a long while. National Guard is already locking down communities in NY. Yeah, so actually where the National Guard's at right now in New Rochelle, that hits close to home. I mean, I've talked about this on stream as well, guys. I mean, that is one town over from my childhood town, like where I grew up and became the person I am today. I mean, I used to live in Larchmont, New York, which is a small village. You know, maybe it's in the suburbs of New York. I'm not trying to make it sound like some small village. It's a suburb of New York. There's Long Island over here. There's Westchester over here, and there's New Jersey across the GW Bridge across the river. But so I mean, when they say New Rochelle, that is hitting so close to home for me. Like I said, my local GameStop where I bought all the games. You know, some of the games you see behind right there on that shelf. Some of them, a couple of them, like the Halo 2. You guys want to see the Halo 2 Collector's Edition? I think I still have that. I definitely have that somewhere. Anyway, I mean, dude, I'm feeling weird today. Anyway, so it's like this metal one. It's kind of rusted now, but that's definitely from the GameStop. You know, frozen. Yeah, chicken's good. Frozen chicken though. Yeah, you can put stuff in the freezer. Gotta freeze it, right? We don't, damn, these neck beards don't have a rice cooker. Seriously? Rice cookers are extremely good. You can cook other stuff in the rice cooker, you know that? I mean, tons of stuff. Rice cooker is super, super A1. Let's talk about some fun shit, though. Let's talk about, like, an assault pack, dude. Let's do that. 1 second. Talk about some fun shit. Alright. Let's talk about like a nice little assault pack, bro. If you're gonna go out, let's say...
What can I do for you?
What should homeless people do? Oh, you know what apparently they're doing? They're putting them in, I think they're putting them in hotels, man. They're putting them in hotels, like private and, private hotels. They're putting, because there's a lot of homeless people out here. You guys know what an assault pack is, dude? I'll tell you right now. Assault pack is cool. A lot of people like making them because it's pretty much like your battle bag. Like if you have to go out on a little patrol, like around your property or whatever it is, what are you gonna pack in your bag? This is kind of the fun stuff when it comes to emergency preparedness. This is what would be an example of my assault pack right here. So pretty much what you have on the outside of it, looking at it, I don't know if you can see it on the camera that well, but you have like a little IFAK on the side, first aid kit that you can rip off, right? Molly webbing on the back. So if you get injured or something, usually the IFAK on there is for someone else, for them to grab off of you. But it's just good to have. So in here, you know, just your basics. Have some combat gauze, cutting tool in here, some redundancies in here. But IFAK is nice. Best value food is dust. Damn, dude. You're eating good over there, man. Eating some dust cookies. All right, another key aspect, right? We're talking about water. One of the number one things is Camelback. Anybody know what a Camelback is here? Camelback is best, dude. I absolutely love Camelbacks. Dormant Saint with the tier 1 subscribe for 2 months. Thank you very much, Mr. Saint. I appreciate you, man. If you stay separated from people, wash your hands, don't touch your face or common things, you should be able to take trips for food without getting infected. No, I hear you. I hear you, for sure. I mean, how much is a reasonable amount of time? You should have a month's worth of food right now. You should just evaluate. Right? A month. If you're just like a normal person who isn't like some crazy prepper guy or girl, you know, a month's worth of food is good. A month's worth of food and water. You should just posture check yourself, see if you have that. I love Camelbacks though, guys. So the way I have it configured on this bag right now is there's a Camelback in here. It's already pre-filled and everything. And then it's zip tied to, you can see the entrance right there. This is where you get the water out of right here. So it's zip tied to the front, and then you have your ranger beads right here. This is for doing land nav, so you can count, you know, how many meters you are, and then you can put a bead up. So you have your ranger beads, you have your ranger beads, you have your camelback right there. IFAK on the outside. And then going into the bag itself, let's see. Got lots of ammo, of course. What else? Oh, thermals, dude. I love these thermals. Of course, you got a ranger roll the thermals though. Of course, got a ranger roll. You're kind of light. You're kind of light with an assault pack. One thing though is I do like having a very small, little lightweight sleeping pad. So it's not even really a sleeping bag, but it's got some. No, I guess it might be a sleeping bag. It's something to help you sleep. If you had to like just duck out under a tree or something to sleep for a little bit, you at least have this. Yeah, this is pretty cool too. This is like a survival camping knife. It does a lot of things at once. It's a pretty decent sized fixed blade knife, and then in the top it unscrews, and on the top part of it, there's actually a lot of good shit in here. There's like matches. There's some fishing line in here.
Gonna need a written official cargo's prepper guide ASAP.
Oh, yo, Abuse Duck with the 20. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, guys. There's not many people watching this stream right now. This is probably so fucking cringe to a lot of you. I don't know, but amen. It's coronavirus. So, yeah, I guess that's it. There wasn't that much clutch stuff. It's a way bigger cartridge than I thought, though. I mean, there's a lot of space in here, so you could put some stuff in here and basically use it as a little water bag. I like how the matches are in a plastic bag. That's clutch, whoever designed that. So, that's pretty nice. You do a couple things, hit a couple birds with one stone there. Elbow pads, knee pads. What else in the front? Let me see. But this is the type of bag you just grab and go, pretty much. It's cringe, but I support you, dude. Hey, thanks, man. I may sound weird, but did anyone notice Joe Biden coughing and clearing his throat all day during the debate? He might just have allergies, though, man. Got a little bit of food in here. I took some of like the worst MREs that I didn't like. I think this is the beef jerky or the ribs. And I basically, whenever you get a shitty MRE, I'll take the meal and I'll stash it away just for emergency type for the assault pack. Yeah, this is the rib-shaped barbecue flavor pork patty, dude. Yikes. Yikes, dude. That's not a good one. Let's see, funnel. Ooh, nice little saw, dude. Saws are pretty sweet. That's pretty useful. But yeah, I mean the function. Oh, zip ties. Guys, zip ties.
I bought 50 bags of Cheetos party size in Moon Nation Do set.
Yo, Trinky Crow with the 50. Thank you, man. Dude, I appreciate it, Trinky. How you doing, man? You safe? Trinky Crow, the donation megalodon strikes again. Oh, man. Thank you very much for the 50, dude. I really appreciate that. Glad to see some good info being put out for people who normally don't see this stuff. Yo, thank you, man. Some of you like it. I can tell. Some of you like it, man. So zip ties, dude. How many uses are there for zip ties? What do I mean by zip ties? These are just little Dollar Tree zip ties, but they're legit, though. This is what I mean by zip ties. People usually use it for, like, cable management. You know what I'm saying? But zip ties are amazing, you know, even if you had to, like, bind, you know, if there's, like, an intruder in your house or something. Not everybody has, like, handcuffs or whatever, but if you have to basically subdue someone until the police come, that's what the police use. They use zip ties for that type of stuff. You know, you can use it just to, like, secure, if you have to build a little shelter or something like that, you can use it to just secure stuff to a branch. Zip ties are super useful, gotta say. Loopy Limpy with the 500 bits. Awesome content, Cargos. I agree with all this stuff is for sure fascinating. Yo, thank you very much, man. You guys are kind, man. You guys are hooking me up today. Fire sticks. What else I got in here? I might have actually packed too much in here. What is that old saying? Ounces weigh pounds or whatever. Little sewing kit. This is a redundancy. I don't even know how to do stitches on myself. That's, again, how would I even learn that? Does anybody know? I think you'd have to take a class or something, dude. They don't really like teach you that in the tactical combat casualty care. You have to have big balls to put stitches in yourself, I gotta say. One day maybe I'll learn, but that just is, I hope I never have to get in that situation. 1,000 from Code Blue. My dad bought a case of mid-2018 MREs and put it in the stairway closet in late January. Thought he was nuts. I'm telling you, man, the MREs slap, though, Code. I actually like MREs. Most people in the military, they don't like it because it gives them an upset stomach. I actually like the MREs a lot. You know what it reminds me of? MREs? It's like a big boy Lunchable. You can make the MREs pretty decent. If you put the hot sauce on it, you use the cheese sauce. You're not scared of that. The jalapeno cheese sauce. I know there's someone out there who knows what I'm talking about. Let's see what else this. Oh, a nice little optic in this salt pack. No, this is essential. Nice little optic. Just
Remember when a virus broke out in WoW Plague?
Yo, Kevin, again with another 50. This guy is a donation beast. Remember when a virus broke out in the WoW Plague? Oh, yeah. What do they call it again? The corrupted blood incident, right? I mean, that's legit. It's kind of like coronavirus. Thank you very much for the 50. 14 days, they say in Denmark, yet the most recent I got was it can spread up to 14 days after you have been declared clean. Yeah, that's the scary part, man. For sure. And some people can just have it and be asymptomatic. So yeah, if you're going to make an assault pack, that's something you don't want to be without. You definitely want to get a little bit of an optic as well. You got those old boomer eyes. You got to see something on top of the apex of the hill. Also, lots of light sources. Headlight, dude. Headlamp is clutch, dude. Headlamp is so clutch. You need headlamp. Honestly, even if it's not an assault pack, you guys should get a headlamp. With the nice infrared on it. Yeah, headlamp is just huge. What else we got in here? Oh, eye pro as well. I use my 8-up eye pro on here, like the one that already is fucked up, but you gotta have eye protection. And that's pretty much it for the assault pack. It's pretty light. This is probably heavier than it should be, though. There's so much 5.56 in this. That's why this whole thing is just ammo. Shit is mad heavy. But you should, you know, assault pack, you're just gonna have it for a little bit of a patrol or something. Also, another one. This is probably pretty useful for you. Go type something in the chat if you have a dog. That's one of my my pro strats as well. You gotta have a dog bag because how many times if you have to go on a trip or something, you have to scramble and pack for like 30 minutes or even more than that to pack stuff for your dog. Right? To have 2 huskies, they're gonna be my transportation. Dude, yeah, hook them up to a sled like Balto. But for real though, have a dog bag pre-packed with bowls, water, food, all that type of stuff. Super useful. Yo, another thing. This is super useful. Yo, Shrinky. Shrinky never doesn't go hard with the donations, man. I appreciate it. Another 50, 150 from Holy smokes.
Hella smart to have an endless fire on your wall cooking anytime.
I appreciate that, Kevin, man. I know, right? Keeps me cozy, keeps me warm. I wish it was real. Thanks for 150 in donations. Holy moly, dude. Are you not doing hardcore anymore? I'm doing hardcore, man. I'm just taking a little bit of break. I mean, it's the type of thing, guys. If I just played hardcore right now, it'd be hard not to talk about this stuff. We could just play and talk about this stuff, bro. Do that. Let me just get through some other stuff. One thing that's really fun, guys, is an air rifle. Air rifles are probably legal in every single one of your countries, I'm guessing, because not a lot of people can have firearms, right? If you live in EU and stuff, you can't really have firearm unless you have some kind of permit or something. Air rifle, super useful, because air rifle, you can actually go get food with the air rifle. Not going to be delicious, but you can go get a squirrel, you can go get a turkey. You can go take 200 bits from Code Blue. Take precautions that you don't get sick through tainted food. Stock dry food, canned food, and frozen food that requires cooking. Heating your food to a temperature sufficient to cook it through thoroughly will also destroy COVID-19. Do not buy things like deli meat. Assume factory workers somewhere is coughing, aerosolizing germs that waft into their wet products. This virus matches the ACE2 protein, which lines your intestines. Ingesting it can and will affect you. Holy smokes. I was thinking about that on the way back to my house a few minutes ago, Code Blue. I'm so glad you say that. Guys, processed food? Everyone shits on processed food. In a situation like this, processed food is the best, right? I mean, you can still... And what I mean by processed, I'm not talking about like eating Cheetos or like hot fries. I'm talking about getting some canned foods, right? Some garbanzo beans. Getting some green beans, whatever. Get some canned stuff that lasts a long time and it is untouched from all of those kind of wet germs. So it's interesting. Everybody goes fresh, organic, everything like this. In a situation like this, you want to be stocking up on the processed stuff. It's going to last longer, have a longer shelf life, and not going to expose you to that stuff. Ramen is, dude, ramen is good, dude. I love ramen. Yeah, ramen, I got a ton of ramen. You know, get some shin ramyun, put some egg in it. Don't have eggs, though, unfortunately. That's another deficiency for me right now. But, yeah, ramen is good stuff.
Need something?
Thank you for the 200. Anyway. Drop that 5.56 for a 22 long round, take down, and have a holstered handgun easily acceptable. 22 long round is legit. Yeah, no, I have some 22 long round rifles. 22 long round is basically like a 5.56 round, except 5.56 round has way more gunpowder behind it, right? So 22 LR is very cheap, super accessible, super light, just everything good. So my dad has this thing called a survival rifle, and it breaks down into a backpack. And it, I don't know if you've seen it. It's called like the Henry Survival Rifle, and it's got cool stuff inside of the buttstock, and it's 22 long rifle, 20 gauge for home defense, pistol for EDC, 20 gauge. Why 20 gauge, man? Everybody, hold on. Are we getting too American right now? Air rifle though, I don't think that's too American. The air rifle. Let me show you an air rifle. I already looked this up. It's not against TOS. Especially this is not actually a real firearm. It's an air rifle. One second. I have a mini 14 rifle, 45 ACP handgun, 12 gauge shotgun. They do me well. Yeah, 12 gauge is nice. That's probably what I'm grabbing in home defense. I've been preparing for the corona pandemic since 24 January. I got a lot of water, canned food, and some masks. That's what's up, Finisher. Good for you, man. Switch to Call of Duty Warzone to practice survival skills. Depending on the power, you need a license for an air rifle. You need a license for an air rifle? Holy shit. That's insane. But anyway, these are air rifles. Don't freak out. These are not real firearm. I mean, they can still slap though. They still slap. They're both springers. I actually enjoy the springers. If you know how to change the spring too, you're gonna be super Gucci. And these can pretty much take down small game, and they're super useful because here's the thing: some areas are illegal to discharge a firearm, right? So you can't discharge a firearm, or else you can get in trouble. And two, these are way less noisy than discharging a firearm, and you can keep them in your car without having to, do all, jump through hoops and stuff like that. So getting like a 22 Springer is solid, man. Solid. Like it'll last for a very long time, and you pretty much just cock it back. Well, it's single shot, right? But they're very accurate, very quiet. There's a couple different models out there. This is a Benjamin Prowler. This is my favorite one right here. This one's really light and nice. Got a nice optic on it. And then they basically fire these little pellets that look like this. And birdshot will slow them down. Oh yeah, now trust me. Yeah, I use buckshot in the slug, but yeah, you get these little hollow point pellets, 14.3 grams, super cheap. This probably costs like $10, maybe less. Maybe like, yeah, probably $10. You can get 500 pellets. I'm telling you, man, that is value right there. They're fun as fuck too. Oh, absolutely. Getting some Coors Light, tasting some of the Rocky Mountain deliciousness, going out into the backyard, plinking around. I got a quarter acre, so it's not huge, but definitely large enough to plink around with a little bit of a range. And dude, they're just great. They're honestly very cheap too. I would definitely recommend just a cheap Springer rifle, air rifle. Very cheap, effective. You can actually get your own food. How's your trip? Oh, the trip was good. I met a lot of my I saw a lot of my family there. We had a good time. Palm Springs was pretty dead though. Yeah, don't take it from me. Look it up. There's a lot of benefits to having a spring rifle. Even if you had access to a firearm, sometimes a firearm is not really good for the job, honestly. Airsoft gun too, Cricks. You're saying airsoft gun. Airsoft gun is actually also another tool for another type of job. If you need some less than lethal type of thing to like for pest control or whatever, you have something like that. Anyway, you got me drinking Coors Light. Yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, yeah, so air rifle, definitely recommend. If you don't have one, you should get one. Cheap. You could probably buy one for $150. Okay. Do we go full Zug, guys? Do you want to talk about home defense at all or not? I kind of go to. Do you want to talk about home defense? We can talk about home defense if you guys want, or we can play. the game or do something. It's hard to get a reading on you guys. I feel like most of you are just here because you know you like me and you want to just watch whatever. But this might be too zug right now. Let's talk home. Play WoW. What's the DPS on air rifles? It's quite a substantial DPS. All right, I will say one thing. Okay, we'll wind down on the survival talk and stuff, and we'll bring it back in small doses so we don't lose all of our subs.
Corona's like, nah, fuck that. Just ruin this beer. So the fact, but
you can't keep this stuff on the shelves. It's fine that it's clear.
Yeah, if you can get it in cans or in brown bottles, it tastes like noticeably better. Like not great,
it's very
but
different,
better.
But yeah, Chloe's saying the same in the chat, and it's just like you gotta get the stuff that if people are gonna come over, you can't just have what you want. But at the same time, it's like at times like this, guess what you have?
I disagree.
Not what you want.
Oh,
I'm down to Heineken.
I will say, folks in chat, pro tip: if you are able to go to Trader Joe's, they have a wonderful rosé cider, and it only has 5 grams.
Wait,
of sugar.
I'm getting word this conversation's for nobody.
I was just saying it's really good. Only 5 grams of sugar. No.
I've had a rosé cider. It's pretty good.
Hey Zeus, thank you for the super chat. Jean the Pants, thank you for the super chat. And Jean the Pants said that if they had a home theater, it would be worth it to pay that price, but not really for anyone else, basically.
Well, you just get a group together.
That's what. Well, you can't.
Well, if you
only
live with,
9
like,
people.
roommates. I mean, if me and my wife watch The Invisible Man, it costs $20. That's $10 a person. Like,
yeah,
not bad.
It's time for AMC A-List to start streaming all these movies live right now for your membership cost.
I think we're probably going to see something like that soon because the big thing, in addition to the movie industry losing a fuck ton of money right now, this is going to affect their schedules like for the next year because, you know, there's only so many weekends in the year. They don't want to put too many movies head to head on each weekend.
Yeah.
So everything
the end of the year is going to be fucked.
Oh, the worst news yesterday. I don't know if you saw this. Fargo season 4, which was supposed to premiere like 2 weeks from now, has been postponed a year because they had like 1 episode left to film and they had to shut down the production.
Insane.
Yeah,
and
I'm so fucking mad.
Also, it's going to be like 2 years before Witcher season 2 because it was the first production to shut down in the UK. Yep.
So do we think there's going?
If you go ahead, Brandon.
Well, I'm just. It's interesting that so theoretically though, there will still be a gap, right? There will still be a gap because nothing is being created. Yeah. Or maybe not a gap,
somewhere.
but there will be a
but they
strain
might
of
stagger
content.
things in order to offset that.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, all the things that are canceled, they can't all come out at once. They're going to need to stagger them. It's part of the reason why Fast and Furious delayed it a year and not 6 months like James Bond.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a mixture. The way that everybody up to this point has been like, there's too much content, like that's the joke, is instead of having more than one thing drop a week, if Netflix has 52 shows a year, they'll drop one a week. That's going to fuck their stuff up because it's not going to be, they're not going to target kids and young people and middle-aged people and old, like they're not going to have that cross section to hit all audiences.
Yeah.
But what I really think this is going to kind of, the genie's going to be out of the bottle once they did this VOD thing this week, the same way that Movie Pass broke the system. And that's why you have, that's why you have all these programs in there where once people get a taste of Netflix and streaming and they're like, fuck that, I'm not getting DVDs anymore. I'm going to do my thing. And that's what's going to happen, I think, in 6 months to a year.
So this actually, it makes a lot of sense because there was an article, I think, on that was posted to, like, I think the movies subreddit recently, where they were using it to say that Steven Spielberg called this. But what Steven Spielberg said was that streaming movies the day that they're supposed to be released will eventually become ubiquitous. It'll be everywhere. And the only people that go see movies will be for these big event movies. And you're going to be paying like Broadway ticket prices to go see something like a new Star Wars movie in a crowd because you want the experience.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like living in LA, like the sort of the theater experience where there's like a Q&A afterward and stuff like that. Like that's never going to go away. Like there's constantly special screenings of stuff with creators in it, and that'll keep happening regardless.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Like, I think ubiquitous would be the thing. I still have my issues with. I still don't think people would. The people who still go and see movies.
Light bless
A, we know most people still only go and see these big event movies. I don't think those people will ever only want to see those, and I don't think those people are gonna only ever want to see those in their house.
Those big blockbusters, you want to see a blockbuster action film like Avengers or Star Wars or whatever. You want to see those in theaters as a community experience, and that also goes. It proves the point that what Quiet Place 2 is doing is the right move for that movie. Like, Universal can release Trolls World Tour, no problem, straight. But like Quiet Place 2 even said in their announcement, this is a movie that people should see together as a group for the shared experience, because if anyone went and saw Quiet Place, the first one, in a movie theater, it was an experience. Everyone was silent.
I've never realized how loud movie theaters are. Every straw, every seat.
Every crackle of popcorn was like deafening during Quiet Place.
It was bonkers.
So for something like that, it makes sense. And for something like big action movies, it makes sense. But for something like Trolls or, I don't know, even, I guess, New Mutants, but like most indie movies where it's not really about the experience of seeing it with a crowd, with the best sound system, with the best everything, you can kind of see that if this works out, there might be a shift in the way we consume a lot of media.
There's cracks. Chloe's saying that she's going to see Cats tomorrow.
Oh, Cats they dropped Cats today on VOD, so that everyone can waste their time.
Chloe, let me tell you, I saw Cats 3 times in theaters.
What a loser!
I loved it. It was so great. I
went and saw it out of pure morbid curiosity and fucking hated it. I was of the camp saying this has to be so bad it's good, and it was a complete fucking waste of time. It's terrible.
No, not if you go in there and the audience is having fun and you all like McCavity. Everybody shouts McCavity at the same time. You're laughing at Taylor Swift.
Does that? Who's all shouting that at the same time?
Everyone in LA. I'm just saying, Chloe.
Fans out there.
You gotta. It's
more
an experience.
More of a Skimbleshank fan myself.
Chloe, I'm appealing to your Rocky Horror. Chloe was a little Rocky Horror kid, right? She went to those screenings and did all that kind of stuff. And I'm telling you, it's that type of experience.
Who the fuck is taking their kid to go see Rocky Horror?
Well, yeah, but people aren't taking their kids to see Cats, really. You know what I mean? Like, when I went to see Cats, it was
nobody's taking anyone to
see Cats. A bunch of ironic millennials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but Chloe told you to shut up. But
Chloe, shut up, Brandon.
Here's the deal. Not to be shitty, but in a big city, when you're looking at tickets that are between $15-$20 a person, all the theaters now, all the major theaters are like, oh, guess what? We sell booze. Oh, you know what? If you're going in for a 2-hour movie, you got previews. Why don't you get a double, and you get 2 drinks for you and your date? Yeah. That's another $20 on top. Oh, did you get food beforehand? Did you have dinner? It stacks out, and you're looking at like $100 plus.
Yeah.
When I've been on dinners, what you do, here's what we just need to modern problems. You have to have modern solutions. So, I dated someone last year.
This is about your little bottles of wine.
I dated someone last year, and here's what you do: you make it a game. You say
Brandon is gamifying dating.
You ask them. How many White Claws do you think I can hide on my persons?
In my butt.
And then they challenge you, and then you have to. I did this last year on a date. So then what you do, if they say 7, then you have to find a way to hide 7 White Claws. 2 birds, 1 stone. A, you're super interesting and fun. B,
Brandon, you're breaking the law.
Money on booze. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Do you really think the popcorn and the hot dog, let's go out to the lobby, approve of this? No, they don't.
No, Big Popcorn hates it.
Big Popcorn is
Corn Pop.
I knew a guy named Corn Pop. He had
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Everyone tells me I don't have hairy legs. Well, look at these.
Listen, I used to have a
leg. You're going to cinema jail. No. Jackass, you roasted, man.
Dude, eventually.
I got a cramp. Right? Up.
Well met. Light.
That's what I get for stretching.
Don't you dare go in that swimming pool with all that pomade in your hair, Corn Pop.
Hey, Chloe, that's not true. I don't skip on dates. I actually spend money. The date itself is expensive.
Yeah, he had to buy all the White Claws that he snuck in.
Yeah.
No, but it's not. It doesn't matter like where you are. But what I can't imagine is like I don't have kids, but then you're paying for. If you have kids, you're paying for a babysitter. you're lining this stuff up, and like, what happens if you go to a movie and you're like, well, this movie sucked? Like, you picked your shot for the month to go out, to eat the dinner, to buy the tickets, to buy the drinks, to pay the sitter. You're down $150, and you go, hey, that new Guy Ritchie movie blew. Like, I don't know. Like, it puts you in a spot where you can be like, let's put the kids
Well,
to
you know,
bed.
you can sleep soundly knowing that you have injected a bunch of money into our strong economy.
It's going to bounce back, man. I watched the guy on the TV. On the rectangle, he said it's going to be stronger than ever.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Don't worry. Question from Michael on Patreon. What is the first thing that you will do when things are back to normal? Phil, you want to go first?
This sounds really dumb. I think I would go to the gym, only because it's the type of thing where like you can't, like, I don't have equipment. I have a fucking Peloton. You know, like I can walk around or run around or do whatever on the floor, but I think it's a thing where it's like, that is the ultimate level of comfort where you can say, hey, there's sweaty, gross people around, and I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah. Elliot, what are you going to do first thing?
Probably go on a trip.
Yeah.
Somewhere. It would be nice to travel somewhere without worrying about every step of getting there and coming back being potentially me exposing other people to disease or them exposing me to it. I don't want to go visit Italy. I haven't been to Italy in like 20 years, and
there you go.
I hope they get through this all right. And I'd love to go check out like Milan. Never been there. That'd be cool.
Lots of pigeons, Elliot.
Yeah. Good.
Brandon, how about you? First thing.
Masturbate in public like normal.
Finally, back to my usual routine.
The first honest answer.
Yeah. Well, right now, if you go to jail, it's like a death sentence. So the jails they're just big vectors for disease. But hopefully in the future, you'll be able to go to jail without risking the corona.
Actually, at least in LA County, they are reducing people's sentencing and getting them out.
Yeah, I mean that's what they've done in every other country that's gone over. Like in Iran, they released like everyone from prison.
Yeah.
Good.
But actually, I think honestly, because I'm just like I need income after all this. It's like I'm gonna be emailing every motherfucker in town to be like, all right, let's do this. Let's get things going. You know what I mean? Just be like, all right, we're all started up. Let's do this thing.
You should start a Cameo account.
I could. I would get so many hits. That's the thing. Is like, here's the thing about now. It's like, okay,
you're pretty confident in that. I don't know.
If I wanted to start my whatever,
if you start a Cameo, you should start. Hey, while we're on the stream, start a Cameo. I'll buy the first Cameo.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be the Brandon Winfrey Cameo account. It should be the Brandon Winfrey Leprechaun character's Cameo account.
There we go.
Because you get a Cameo message from a real Leprechaun.
All right, Brandon, if you start a Cameo right now, we will link it in the chat so people can go buy cameos from you.
What? Okay, let me look at this Cameo account.
No, you gotta go on your phone, I think.
Dude, all you have to get backed by is Big Nipple, and you are set, dude.
Big Nip? Low nip.
Big Nip Brandon.
Yeah, guys, all I want is enough money to fix my broken phone. It's spiderwebbed.
Oh, I love how you have Paddington as your... By the way, if you're feeling sad, just watch Paddington 2.
Watch Paddington.
I waited so long to watch that movie. I haven't seen the first one, but
It's
Paddington
so
2 was a joy.
I heard good things. And isn't it great that like the Weinstein Company had to sell it off? Huh.
Oh,
He's gonna die in
can't
jail.
do a Paddington
Oh shit!
3?
Light be with you.
Why? I haven't started screen sharing.
Oh.
How do
Who
I turn
started
it off?
screen sharing?
Me, I think. How do I turn it off?
And
I don't
viewing
know.
Ricky's screen. Oh,
There
and
we
it
go.
says that Elliot's Ricky right now. That's right.
All of Elliot's porno was on the screen.
No,
That was
it was a picture of Brandon as the
harrowing
Leprechaun.
experience.
Oh yeah.
Paddington 2 is a joy. First thing I would do is go back to Disneyland so I can, like, okay. So here's the problem. I am the curse that started this pandemic because this was the first year in my entire life where I bit the bullet because I loved LAFC soccer so much that I decided to become a season ticket holder. And I wanted to do it before it became unaffordable because they were a great team. So I got season tickets to LAFC, and then me and my wife got season passes to Disney, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the entire world is like, by the way, both of these things are canceled.
I will ask, has Disney said anything about pass holders? Like,
They are
pass holders
extending.
like that?
pass holes. They're extending whatever. Currently, they're extending whenever your pass ends. They're extending it by 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks? I guess right now they're only closed by 2 weeks. Theoretically, yeah. That's gonna extend, but
yeah. So I'll be happy to go ride the Incredicoaster. But it was funny because literally the week before we all went on quarantine, basically, or self-isolation, I think it was 2 Saturdays ago at this point, where I messaged Elliot and I was like, Elliot, we need to get you and Rob on Rise of the Resistance before shit hits the fan. And then literally like 3 days later, it was like, by the way, don't go anywhere.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Yeah, okay. Well, it would have been a lot of fun. That's all I'm saying.
You shouldn't. Shouldn't wait.
Yeah. So yes, Dropkick Murphy starting in about an hour. Let's get to another question here. Let's see. Shishkaberry asked, do you think this mess will finally make the U.S. create public health care?
You would think. I mean, when
he's back, be back.
No.
I think public health care is probably coming in the next 5 to 10 years. Ideally, it would be coming right now. But Americans are really like slow with how we adopt ideas, especially if they're good ideas. We're really good at adopting bad ideas very quickly. And my experience growing up during the George W. Bush administration proved that to me. But I mean, like even on like exit polls, it was super weird. I don't know the logic behind it, but like a bunch of people, the majority of people who voted for Joe Biden in the primaries said they also have they approve of universal health care. So I'm like,
or they thought he supported it, which is insane.
Yeah.
And my thought on the whole thing is like, look, why do you like whenever there's a problem, like when it comes to saving money, saving food, saving whatever, like you don't start when it's too late. Yeah. So we're at a point now where we're at a point where it's too late. And they go, you know what? We're going to cover those COVID tests. We're going to cover your COVID-19 care. And I was like, well, why only for the absolute worst thing ever? Like, why don't we just band together and figure this out and say, look, let's make this the new normal. And I'm not saying it has to be like everyone's getting like, you know, cosmetic surgery on, you know, the government dying, but it's like, let's figure out how we can make everybody healthier because I don't know, like there's a lot of people who can't afford good health care and don't go to the doctor and then get sick. And then guess what? Like they happen to lose their job and their family's like, oh, fuck. Like, or if they're single or if their parents depend on them or like whatever. So that's why are we waiting until it gets to, like we didn't scrape the bottom of the barrel. Like we banged our head on the bottom of the barrel and we're like, put pads in the bottom of the barrels, everybody.
Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Like.
The American like psyche is so. We've drank so much of like the fucking free market Kool-Aid here, and we've convinced ourselves like, oh, socialism is inefficient. But I mean, it's you look at like China's response. At least once like shit got real over there. And you can, I mean, obviously it's a human rights nightmare in China, but the fact that their entire health system is one unified entity allowed them to mobilize in a way that's like literally fucking impossible in the American system. Like we have the insurance companies, we have doctors, we have hospitals, we have pharma companies, and we have the government. And each of these entities is completely independent and has no incentive to like really cooperate for the greater good unless they're being forced to do so. And I hopefully we're all doing great in like 2 weeks, but it's a recipe for disaster when time is of the essence, like it is right now.
Ellie, you mentioned free market. How's it doing for hand sanitizer sales for people who've been hoarding that online?
Yeah, how are grocery shelves dealing with capitalism?
Well, unfortunately, even in states like Tennessee and Kentucky, the socialists have taken over and made price gouging illegal. And the commie governments of those states have forced the entrepreneurs who have been painstakingly buying up every unit of hand sanitizer. They have forced them to give that hand sanitizer away.
You joke, but Tennessee is
What about Tennessee?
It's ridiculous that like out of all the southern states that are all very, very conservative, Tennessee is one of the only states that offers free public college to its citizens.
Right on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go Tennessee.
Good.
My home state.
Moses Oaks, what things are you guys doing while self-isolating other than work to keep yourself sane? Let's give some tips out on how to not lose your mind from people that have all worked from home for various points in time.
Yeah, I'll call people. You know, I think it's hard nowadays, I think, to get to a point where I guess have a couple friends that you feel comfortable just calling out of the blue is what I would say. Which I know a lot of people don't have that, and I think as you get older, that obviously gets harder. But it's like, okay, I know I can name at least 2 people that I can just call and chat with, and I know won't be annoyed, or our relationship is in a situation where it's like whatever. Like Chloe and I can call Chloe at any time, and sometimes she might be annoyed, but that's someone that I can just call and talk to have some type of human contact because I live with no one. You know
I want to say Chloe is very good at answering the phone.
Yeah.
For like
Except right now, Chloe, get on the stream.
we called Chloe like okay we so when we did the Tuggy Awards this year, we just made a snap decision to go out and have a little Internet Today party. Phil did not show up, but we called a bunch of people and they all showed up. Brandon showed up. Nick showed up. We had a bunch of other people there. Ian showed up. Shibby was there. And we, I forget who it was that FaceTimed Chloe, but I think Shibby did. Instant pickup. What a wonderful friend.
Yeah.
She don't got nothing to do.
I won't pick up the phone for anyone.
I agree with everything up to that point. I will say the reason I didn't show up was I started watching a movie at like 10 o'clock, and when I watch movies now, I make a conscious effort to take the phone and put it somewhere else. So I come back to my phone at 11:45 and I have like 15 texts. And I sat there and I was like, ooh, do I meet up with people who are 2 hours deep on whatever this is?
Oh, she doesn't know.
And I made the judgment call that I was like, I'm not going to get there until 12:30, and then bars close, But that's my defense. I agree with what Brandon was saying. Brandon, you're correct in the way that you can connect with a lot of people. Simple texts. I've had 5 or 6 conversations with people who you talk to periodically, but people have time right now. And it's kind of good that you have people from your hometown that you went to high school with, that you used to work with, that are across the country, or family or whatever, that you can kind of establish stuff with and go, hey, whether we're playing PlayStation, or we're playing stupid apps, or we're just trading emails or photos or whatever, but you can fill a lot of that time when it comes to stuff. And you're just here's a meme I made, that's great. But you're also kind of taking the tension down across the board with your parents or whatever, because people want contact right now. It's fucking
I can't
weird
call my parents because my dad thinks it's either a Chinese biological weapon or a hoax. He can't decide which one it is.
Oh, wait, when he calls, it says maybe Ricky Haber.
I told my brother to go buy a bunch of non-perishables and leave them at the door, because there's no way my parents went out and bought any supplies.
Yeah, I'm fighting with my parents now because my grandmother, who's 85, she's staying with them right now because she broke her wrist, and my mom still goes to work
jerking
at
off
a hospital. Yeah, from jerking off. She,
Celebrate.
85, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. Really quick,
I
Velo with a $20 super chat. Been watching since the ETC days. You guys are awesome. Glad to see Phil Doritos back in. Stay safe and make awesome content. Thank you very much.
Is that your name?
Phil Doritos.
By the way,
I was
trying to make a cameo. I'm trying to make a cameo. It's my computer's very slow because I have a $150 laptop, but it's gonna happen eventually.
But baby, Stadia will run like a dream on that bad boy.
I was using
Elliot's on the beach.
Elliot, are you fucking
He's not
serious?
self-isolating. He's sipping Corona on the beach.
I don't see what the big deal is, boys.
Hey man, that's how you own the lid. You go to the beach.
Oh no, I'm in San Francisco.
Oh, you're on lockdown.
I'm on lockdown. Ah, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Need help?
Oh no. Okay, let's see.
I liked how at one point you were drinking the sky. It was amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I see here on. Wait, hold on. There's more. Oh, will any of us be playing Doom Eternal? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should, and you should also go read my fanfic, my
Yeah.
Doom Eternal.
Oh, I saw you post that script.
Animal
I didn't
Crossing.
read it, but I have to check it out.
You should go check it out.
Hey, did you make your Cameo account yet? Can we blast it?
I'm reducing my computer usage so I can speed up.
It's a phone app.
Oh wait, it's a phone app?
Yes, of course it is.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
I have an iPhone 6. No, Chloe doesn't believe me that
iPhone 6?
Chloe
We
does not
gotta
believe
give
what
Brandon
your
some money.
Discord
Yeah.
I've been all my tech is failing me, so I've been like waiting for things to come through, and then it's just like, and then this hit, and I'm
gonna
like,
send
"Alright,
Chloe the link on Twitter DM because she doesn't have Discord.
She doesn't believe me that your Discord number is your Discord number, so I'm trying to.
But as a celebrity, I appreciate you not giving it out.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Let's see, Chloe. There we go. Let's see. Next. Chloe, check your Twitter DMs.
Aurora Borealis.
Like, I honestly
At
think
this time of year, in this part of the country, centralized in your kitchen. Can I see it? No.
Wait, are you bringing back steamed hams?
Mm-hmm.
Steamed hams. All right, when she gets in, if she does come in, it's gonna like ruin everything visually, so it'll take me a second to readjust it. But
put her in the middle.
I will, but I have to readjust all the other videos that are coming in.
I'm gonna leave for a moment to acquire. Okay. There's a sad amount of bottles right over
Gray
here.
Aria, Gray Aria, are you guys gonna be streaming on Twitch? Yes, I think all my Twitch streaming for the foreseeable future will be me in virtual Disneyland. So I'll link the Twitch here.
So awesome.
If you wanna follow me, and also on the streams I'll give out information on how you can join the Minecraft server so we can all ride rides together. Oh God, it screwed up. All right, wait, hold on. I have to fix it all. Hold on, everyone. Oh, this is gonna be chaos. Hold on. Can you hear us, Chloe?
God damn it! I don't want to talk to Chloe.
Tell Chloe to fix her audio.
Her audio is connecting. She should be good now. No.
Okay, hold on.
Chloe, on the bottom left, if you can even hear me, choose your inputs.
Chloe's a boomer.
Oh God, this is like, I'm trying as fast as I can to fix this.
Still nothing, Chloe.
Maybe I should get a ring light or something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
there we are.
Hey,
There
guys.
we go.
Hey, great to see you, especially under these circumstances.
What is it? Why is it going through this webcam? Okay, that's better.
Did you go put on lipstick?
Yes, I put on lipstick
I know.
because I'm wearing overalls. I'm like, this is the best I can do right
Yeah,
now.
balance.
I'm trying to fix all of these screens, so give me a. You guys can keep talking. I'm just trying to fix all this.
I'm making a Cameo account, Chloe. Are you gonna buy from me?
How are you gonna make a Cameo account?
Do you have to be invited to it?
What? You don't have to be invited to Cameo?
I think you do.
No.
Let's see.
I got like a couple emails and they're like,
oh, fucking name drop over
maybe
here.
Maybe be a partner or something.
I don't know if that's a name drop. I'm not sure if that's considered a name drop.
Yeah. Oh, are you on Raya too? Are you on Raya?
Oh my god.
What is Raya?
Raya
Wait,
is dating.
I'm sorry. What, Ricky?
Yeah,
I have
applied
no
to it a couple
idea
times.
what you
They
guys are talking
rejected
about.
me.
You've never heard of Raya?
No. Please tell me everything I need to know.
All right, let me fix this really quick. Okay, so Raya is a dating app for celebrities, but they say creatives.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh shit, Chloe in the cut.
Wait, I'm trying to find you, Phil. Hold on. Oh, there's Phil. Okay. We're almost
crazy. I've never used
fully
this
set here.
Yeah,
Well,
how
Zoom
do you
is
do
what
5
every
people
company
on
in the
this?
world is using right now to like stay connected. But we were on the Zoom train for a while before this.
That's nice. It's cool. It's
there we
Google
go.
Hangouts.
All right, Phil's the one in the center. We're like the Brady Bunch right now. It's great.
Oh, I'm in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so exciting. I feel loved.
Tiny Phil.
Oh.
Really quick, hold on. E. Molina, thank you for the super chat. And Jack Redden, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. All right, Chloe, how are you? Okay, first of all, tell us about this app.
So just a little tiny Phil in the center is so good.
Tell us about the app. Apparently, you and Brandon are the only ones that know about this.
Okay, so Raya is like this. It's a dating app for like quote celebrities and like models.
Hot people only.
It's basically you have to put in your Instagram handle, and they have to vet you to make sure you're cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's invitation. It's ridiculous. But
I sent Elliot the link about what happened, the expose on TikTok, where TikTok was actively suppressing ugly people.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh, I saw that today.
Is that why I've been doing so well?
Yes.
I remember I had Jeremy even reach out to me on Raya once, and I was like, do I just troll this guy? Like, what do I do with this situation?
And then you fell in love.
And then we fell in love, and we've been together for like a year and a half now.
One time, Chloe pissed me off so much because she knows my main idol in life.
Oh my god, I remember that.
So, Lupe Fiasco is my favorite musical artist.
Wait, Lupe Fiasco is that porn star that looks like she's 18, right?
No.
Not Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco is the greatest lyricist. He's the greatest lyricist of our time. So, and Chloe matched with him on Raya.
What has happened with Elliot? Elliot's like going in the Matrix. Mentioned Lupe Fiasco, like he's just like disappearing.
Elliot is literally using like the technology that was developed for MacBook Pro laptops 10 years ago.
Oh my god! I forgot
I'm using Zoom's internal virtual background feature. If you go into your video settings, there are virtual backgrounds.
R.I.P. this stream.
Hey,
over now.
Chloe's in trouble. Chloe's in trouble.
Now that we know
Raya
about filters, this thing's fucking done.
Raya is not advertised and asks that its celebrity users do not mention it by name.
The first rule of Raya.
Yeah, you can't screenshot. It's really weird.
Wow. But anyways, Chloe matched with Lupe Fiasco and started up a gentleman's caller greeting with him, right? And
What?
so she starts to talk with Lupe, and Lupe's like talking back, and I'm like, "Why? No, don't
Little Lupe?
Don't take my idol away from me. Hey, Furiosa, don't do that."
Did anybody else think Brandon was going to bust into an Eminem style freestyle right there? He's like, "Don't take Lupe away from me," and I thought he was going to do it. It was going to be like Die Hard rooftop rap.
Yeah. Like basically, she ghosted my idol. And
never fuck your heroes.
Yeah, I learned that.
Yeah. Wait, did you sleep with Ariel or something?
Lupe Fiasco for you.
Did you know Ariel is my favorite? Actually, Jasmine's my favorite, but Ariel's a close second.
Okay.
We are really getting a lot out in this therapy session.
Elliot's background is just Corona
really
beers
just
now.
wringing out the sponge.
Someone's asking when Dropkick Murphys are in 42 minutes. 42 minutes. Chloe, did you know about this? Dropkick Murphys, they've never missed a St. Patrick's Day concert in 26 years, and they'll be goddamned if this is the first year. So they're live streaming. They're live streaming a concert where there's no one in attendance.
I actually really like all of this stuff. I feel like, I hate the fact that we're in quarantine, but the fact that people are being creative about stuff, I actually really like being in quarantine personally.
It's exciting.
I don't like that we all have to be in it.
Well, it's a nice excuse. Like you no longer have to feel like a weird asshole because you don't feel like being social. Like now, everyone has to stay home. So you're like,
we're all
I
forced to
guess.
be introverts. We're all kind of like on a level playing field. Like if you don't go to some party, that doesn't mean that you're not as cool because you don't want to. Oh, hello.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Pops up.
This is amazing.
Is everybody here a wizard but me?
I can't even do it because I'm not in like the program. I'm like a direct feed.
Yeah, you go under.
I gotta figure out how to do it.
Bottom left where it says like stop video, there's a little arrow next to that. You go choose virtual background.
And Brandon's gonna fade into the background because his wife beater is the same color as his walls.
Yeah.
Brandon only.
Phil's in space.
Brandon didn't even put on a shirt for this.
Phil's the only safe person.
I was wearing a hoodie, but I
love how it clips my face.
There's so much input right now. Hold on.
Yeah, my computer is like heating the entire house.
Wait, Ricky, it happened! It happened!
He's as white as his background.
They think your face is your wall.
Let me take a picture of that.
This is like 2000. It's like 2020 American Psycho right now.
This is like we've reached the technological level of like what a MySpace video chat would be.
Yeah.
Ooh,
great shit.
Look at that.
Let's see if I can find a picture of Tila Tequila. Oh wait, no, we don't like her
No,
anymore.
she's
What'd
a
she
racist.
do? Oh right, isn't she like
She's a Nazi.
Yeah, she's like a Nazi.
She had a stroke, so everyone forgave her, I guess.
Is that the latest?
Did everyone forgive her? I didn't go to that trial. I
Look how blue my water
I
bottle
visit
is.
the court of public opinion on a daily basis, and I was not there for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's like, well, you know, she's just gonna do what she's gonna do, I guess. Yeah. You know, it's Tila Tequila.
Chloe, how have you been acclimating to social isolation? Do you have any experience or tips that you can give the chat?
Okay, so I kind of started self-isolating like around a month ago.
Okay.
I've been following COVID-19 since.
Yeah, Brandon said you were
You're the expert.
the town crier.
It's called the Galileo.
Yeah, the Anthony
Or the
Fauci of
Nostradamus.
Twitter.
Yes, yeah. Oh my, wait, what?
Specifically said that, yeah.
Look at Phil.
Oh God. Wait, what's going on? Oh my God!
Watch out, Phil! He's right behind you.
Is he there?
Oh my God, this is there's too much happening. Oh God. Mine's not funny enough.
I can't do one because I'm not on like the actual video. Anyways, Chloe, go on.
So yeah, I've been sort of in self-isolation on and off for like the past month or so. I was like using hand sanitizer in early January because I'm like, oh, this shit's already here. And
wow, someone was washing their hands earlier than everyone else.
Yeah, man, it's good shit. Gotta
You're
watch
like
those
Howie-
hands. 20
Howie
seconds.
Mandel.
God save the queen. No, the weird thing is I'm totally not a germaphobe. I just saw like what was happening. I saw what was happening in Wuhan. I was like, oh my God, like there's no way that this isn't going to affect us.
You and Stephen Ford were on it.
Don't you?
If you
Don't
say his
you,
name two
Brandon?
more times, he's gonna show up.
Yeah, so I've been doing pretty good. I actually started learning how to bake. I was planning on doing that for a while.
Nice.
Baking bread because you can't really get bread from supermarkets. What the fuck, Elliot? Who is that? What is happening behind you?
That's my doctor.
All right.
So yeah, no, it's actually been good except for within the first like week of actual full self-isolation, I fucked up my finger real bad.
What? What did you do?
Yeah. Well, I got through baking the bread okay, and then afterwards when I was cleaning up, I broke a bunch of glasses and then it just like gouged my finger. And so I'm just sitting there. Oh my God, there was like blood everywhere. And Cam's like, we got to go to the hospital. I was like, we are not going to the fucking hospital. There's absolutely no way. So I'm toughing it out right
I'd rather
now.
live with this injury.
I'm going to live with this injury. So he's been.
Oh God, your voice just like shot through the roof.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry.
think your
Here,
mic switched.
I'll back up.
It was probably Brandon's fault.
He's been doing the thing where
Yeah,
I close
fair.
my eyes and sort of like dab while he replaces my band.
That's the health. That's how you should. We were all preparing
Highly
for the dab.
recommend.
The dab 2 years ago was actually good advice towards how to sneeze or cough.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
Except for then you elbow bump, and then that whole thing just kind of goes sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, the elbow is the dirtiest part of the body nowadays.
Filthy.
It's true. I do a lot with my elbow.
All those tennis players, they're just riddled with disease.
If we weren't so racist against Asia right now, bowing would have a real opportunity.
People
but-
have bowing. It's just like a little like bow when you meet up with people. It's
Yeah.
like it's respectful. It's nice.
And you can hold it against them if they don't bow deep enough.
It's true. You can judge people on. Oh my God, I have a perfect picture.
Bao Zedong? What are we doing here?
By the depth of the bow. Let's see here.
I'm gonna have so,
So
much
okay,
garbage
here's
saved on
a
my
question
computer.
from I might have asked this. I'm a little drunk, but Raymond Vera Cruz asks, "What are some of the most surreal things that you've experienced so far with this?"
I haven't really left the house like at all. I haven't gone shopping since the panic started, and I'm going to have to in like the next 4 or 5 days probably.
If you
So-
Instacart, man. If
Oh,
you Instacart,
Chloe
it'll only
has the
take a week.
blowjob grapefruit lady in the background.
Oh.
Nice.
What?
Now you're gonna suck his dick like you told him you would.
It's delicious. Your man will love you for it.
Udom Wild, thank you for the super
I
chat.
had a really weird one today, actually, because we took the dogs out for a walk, and we really haven't left the house much. And we were walking down the street, and there was somebody walking the other direction, and they just stopped on the side of the sidewalk. And this is like a fairly small street, like a residential street. Like they literally were doing social distancing. And it's same with another person coming by. Like people are really taking this seriously. It's
Which
really
is
weird.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
not in
great,
Florida,
but
though.
it is not in Florida, not
Did
on
you
those
see the
beaches.
videos?
And you,
Oh my
you gotta go to the
God.
beach.
Oh.
Yeah, that's they're gonna regret that in like 4 or 5 days.
Here's the worst part: is we're all gonna regret that in 4 or 5 days. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
You gotta
Just
flatten
wait,
that curve.
In 2 weeks, when we see all of the massive amount of deaths from this, specifically from
man.
other people in Florida.
Italy, well, Wuhan, Italy's part 2, and then we're gonna be part 3. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fun, you guys. Wash your hands. Don't touch
Wash
your
your hands.
Wash your hands.
Turn the page.
Turn the page. I have.
We need
Filbert
Will Smith
Turtle.
to write a song
I have a
about
piece of art about that. I love that.
Brandon looks like he's in a Goitier video. Gautier, what is that?
Brandon's like a step away from something not good.
No. Brandon has blackface
Brandon's
on.
so that's that's what I was going. Brandon, you're so white. You've actually managed blackface accidentally.
Yeah. Mikey, $20. What's up from Tarzana? Thanks for everything, guys. Thank you, Mikey.
Oh man, Tarzana. Good luck, man. It's rough out there.
I feel like specifically people in Tarzana are not taking this seriously.
Well, Tarzana's been hit pretty hard.
Seems about right.
Boyle
There's
Heights
a
has
map
lot of
now for LA. Luckily, Burbank and North Hollywood are clean so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because
right.
Ground
Great.
Zero's in my apartment. So.
Wait, what?
No, well, because okay, I already said this, but I went to PAX like a fucking moron.
Oh, Ricky.
And then my
Okay.
wife had to go home for like a family emergency, so she flew last week. So, but then on the other hand, yeah, me and Elliot are doing videos together. But also, Elliot's wife teaches at a school that had a confirmed case. So
Well, she hasn't.
Oh
been-
no.
They've been on remote teaching for like 3 weeks.
she was touching all that stuff before they called her.
No, she's fine.
14 days.
Yeah.
Usually, most of the time.
Boris,
Yeah,
thank you for the super chat. Kaylee in Ireland, thank you for the super chat. It is now almost 3:30, so I'm gonna grab my final beer of the stream. I'll be right back. I will leave you with a question. Chloe.
Oh.
Well, we already answered this. What's the first thing that you're going to do when the entire world is back to normal?
Oh God, just go out and have dinner. I just want to go to a restaurant. I really just want to go to a restaurant. And I was super agoraphobic before. And like, all I want now is to not be at home.
Yeah.
It's not as funny, but it's like, I just want like a really nice cocktail. With some
Chloe,
like,
do you want to go
with
axe throwing?
grapefruit. What? No.
Do you want to go axe throwing?
Absolutely.
It's really fun. It's really fun.
It's training for the apocalypse.
For the apocalypse.
We're
yeah.
already in the apocalypse, you guys. We're
The
already here.
apocalypse.
But you're training for it.
Oh my God, I just realized you're back.
All right, hold on.
Some.
Who took that photo and thought, yeah, this is the one?
Somebody.
This is the one.
Oh my
This
God.
is the one with all the folds.
Oh.
the
By the
folds
way,
right here.
It's a screenshot. I was like, oh my God.
by the way, to kind of put
I
this
went
on
in my
more of
photo
a,
roll. and I was just-
Somebody.
Some.
to put this on a
I
more
like
like
how
smaller
Elliot
level.
is just quietly in Windows XP.
Yeah.
And just
No,
quietly-
I'm in Ireland for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
So,
Wait, tell me
yeah.
about the photo roll. I want to know about the photo roll.
No, I'm just saying. I was trying to.
Did you already have this in your phone? Is that?
No, I'm saying I wish it was a real photo. That it was me, but it's not.
Hold on. I've got a perfect photo for this.
Fuck. I had a question before. I forgot it because I'm drunk.
My best friends had to postpone their wedding.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll never get married.
That's fair.
Oh my God, you can.
Oh, Pete Buttigieg dance. Elliot, you are completely absent from the screen. All right, I think he was going to get something to drink anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find my photo.
Why does mine mess up so bad?
Because you're white as fuck, dude.
Well, so is Chloe.
Yeah, but she's actually lit well. You're running off of a laptop in a bedroom with like natural light coming through.
That's fair. I need a ring light.
Yeah.
Brandon, you look horrible.
Yeah, you look like you've got the
Didn't work out,
bug.
man.
I really want to do
Not
try to
good.
get a girlfriend before he gets COVID-19.
So, but the thing is, I'm not on dating apps. I swore off Tinder like.
Oh God, you've
10
done that
months ago.
every single day for the.
No. I haven't been on Tinder in a
Years.
long time, Chloe, and I haven't been on a single date this year.
That's bull.
He's self-isolating.
Okay, I have a picture for you.
Oh, I have a good question. What is the most random pointless notification that you've gotten from a product or service in your email explaining their reaction to the virus? Like we've all got emails where they don't even make sense.
I've gotten like 20 of those today. I got one from a self-tanning place. Hold on.
We are taking this very seriously. We've been wiping down the tanning beds.
Let's see what I got here. Relief band. So relief band is something for like anxiety and nausea.
Yeah.
Are they just trying to sell? Here's the thing that I don't like is like people who are like making money off of this virus.
Yeah. Oh, the
like,
hoarders and the
there's
resellers?
the hoarders, but then there's also people who are like, here, check out my wish list, or like check out, you know what I mean? It's just, there's just so many like ways that you can just sort of tap into people.
Yeah.
Well, yes, my
and
OnlyFans is on fire right now, but I feel like
Wait, you have an OnlyFans, but you don't have a Cameo?
Yes, OnlyFans is lenient. All right.
Brandon, I would kill your OnlyFans.
Maybe I should start one.
He's the only. Brandon is the
So
only OnlyFans account that has only one fan.
So when I did this
fan.
movie, I'm going to tell you guys a racy story, but I did this movie. It was called Diminuendo, and I'm topless in it. And Brandon came to the screening of it.
Let's pull it up on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. I looked over, so there was the sex scene, and I look over at Brandon, and Brandon is just like sitting like this with his eyes down. And
oh, it was like you're a parent who's trying to hide him from.
It was my parents were there, and they were watching, and Brandon's just like, nope,
Did they give you a thumbs up?
I don't want to see your tots, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would
this
feel a little
marriage.
weird about that person.
No, that's totally fair. It was just cute to watch Brandon like huddled up in the seat, trying to protect our friends.
My innocence.
Jeez, what a simp!
I was protecting my innocence.
What a simp! God.
What a simp!
Who wants to do a shot with me?
I don't have a shot here, but I'll do
Ooh,
it.
I don't.
I'll chug.
I have to work out after this, but I'll do.
Oh,
more
good
of
luck.
this.
Okay. Yeah.
we go.
I did go get a bottle. Hold on.
Everyone, everyone in the chat.
Yep.
All right, if you're going to get a bottle, I'll do it too. I'll grab an actual shot.
Chloe, can
Everyone
I come
in the
over?
chat, go
and
get your
have
drinks.
some
We're gonna do a shot for the last
I have
20
I've
or so
got
minutes of the
two
stream.
handles here. Let me see if I can show. Hold on, I'm trying to get this picture sorted. So, how do I do this?
What does it take to make an OnlyFans?
You gotta be.
Come on, dude. You couldn't do a Cameo, and now you want to do an OnlyFans?
Well, but I feel like OnlyFans is a wider range.
Let me see if I can figure this out.
Oh wait, you can add gifts to this?
God, this is so good.
Alright.
Here we go. I'm all good. I got my background.
All right, I got one for my wife too. She's
It's all we can see is your side of the picture, but
Oh, you can't see. Oh, dang.
yeah.
All right, here we
But
go. Everyone, get
I
your
love
shots
the
ready.
story behind that.
Get your shots ready.
It's one of my favorite Chloe stories.
Dana, get in here. Get in the shot.
Elliot shot glass.
Oh,
I
she's
promise
tripping all
it's
over me.
Smash
All right,
Mouth.
Here we go, everyone, to a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Schlanches.
Cheers.
Cilantro.
Cheers.
Woo! Woo!
Man, that is delicious.
Been a minute. Been a minute.
Tullamore Dew. Even the shitty bottle is very smooth.
Empties?
Brandon, what are you drinking?
Here's, by the way, here's my empties. so
Is it your
far.
rosé cider?
A bunch of it.
No,
Oh,
it's
God, Gaio.
Oh, burn.
it's
Chloe,
bottled
burn.
wine that I bought from the.
Oh,
man.
don't get Brandon started on his fucking wine anymore.
Gaio or barefoot.
He
man.
got like
We've
a
heard it.
wine that's like the size of a Dublin Dr. Pepper.
Brandon likes to have things that look big in his tiny hands.
Yeah, true.
Or look small in it. Sorry, make his hands look large is what I'm trying to.
Fine with the size of my penis, if that's what you're referring.
Whoa.
Oh, I know.
We're
You
just
mentioned
talking
it
hands.
daily.
Back off, man. It's not about
Elliot,
that.
Elliot, I asked the question earlier, but what's the most pointless, stupid email response you've gotten from a company declaring their stance on COVID?
I haven't checked, honestly. I wish I had a funny answer.
I got one from Snell Golf Balls last night.
An update on our coronavirus situation.
An update on these golf balls, guys. It's a serious situation. Let me see if I can find it.
Why is this fan place still open? I haven't been here since I was like 19. I still get emails.
Yeah, let me check my email.
How'd you put gifts on there?
We are ensuring all equipment, chairs, tables, and door handles are being sanitized with metal. Why would anyone go get a tan right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm searching coronavirus in my email.
Here's from Snell Golf. From our family to yours, we hope you're all safe and healthy during this unprecedented event. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues, our Snell Golf team has taken additional measures to ensure safety and health of our staff and our customers. Our only essential staff will be coming to our headquarters to do what is needed to ensure that we continue to be a customer-first organization. So no shortage of golf balls, guys.
Yeah.
Isolation tanks, by the way, also let me know that
I guess I'm not on any email lists. I got nothing interesting to.
they're closing.
You know what the funniest kind of response is? Oh, Mauricio Espinoza, thank you for the $10 super chat.
Thank you.
ES50678, thank you very much. The funniest one that I got, I think, not funny, but whatever. Alexis Garcia, thank you for the super chat, is from Scott's Cheap Flights, where they just continue to like post emails like, guys, can you believe these savings? And they've had to put out multiple explanations of like why they're continuing to send the emails of like discounted flights.
Yeah, one of the things that with the canceled LA to New York trip was, I just like, there's a weird part of me that wants to know like what flights went down to. And let me tell you, there's a $48 flight from LA to New York City with two stops, 2 layovers, and just think of the people not reclining with you that would be in that metal tube in the sky.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite wild. I was, before the big outbreak happened, before it all went crazy, I was trying to convince Elliot to time a vacation at the same time, because
and I was like, I don't know about that.
Flights to Hawaii were like $250 round trip.
Flights to Hawaii, oh my god! But the resorts themselves are actually still the same price for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Like,
also, the people of Hawaii
affected.
are extremely upset at all the Americans coming there to visit.
Yeah.
Elliot, that just looks like you in the background of your image.
I go back and forth on that a lot because, like, a lot of my friends were like, "Oh, I can take advantage of this." You know what I mean? I could take advantage of this. But the moral ramifications of taking advantage of a situation where you could become a spreader, I don't know. I wrestle with that.
Well, the thing is, we can't. It's not about us anymore, right? Like at first, I was worried about us, and then now I'm like, oh wow, no, it's not about us. This is about immunocompromised elderly folks. Like it's about protecting everybody else.
Yes.
And that I think is a weird. I think weirdly that's a better motivator.
I think we're all good because those were like. I mean, we make fun of the guy who hoarded all the supplies and resold it, but he's become the spearhead enemy for everyone, and anyone else is going to get looked over.
Yeah.
Really quick, so I can promote everyone that's on here. Brandon, your Twitter is B Winfrey, right?
Yeah, and here's the first page of my fan fiction I just released.
Okay. Brandon's Twitter is right there.
I love how you just drove over that with a tank. You're just like, like skip over it.
Oh yeah, B Winfrey is my Twitter.
And Chloe, yours is Skydart, right?
Yep, Skydart.
Boom. And then Phil. Phil is Phil DeFranco.
Yep. No, you nailed it. You nailed it. I'm at Patty's Pub, everybody.
Philly D.
Philly
D.
I think Brandon and I are gonna do our COVID show after this.
Yes, so we're gonna go do coffee and COVID.
Right
you
after
have to
this
wait.
one.
You have to wait
in
until.
the Matrix right now?
You have
we're
to
not
wait until
doing-
Dropkick Murphys are done.
Fair.
Phil, yours is just Phil Lorigo.
Plorigo.
P Lorigo. There you go. All right, and you guys know where to find me and Elliot, but I'll put the Internet Today one anyway.
Yeah, Internet Today.
That's right.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you.
For some reason,
having me on.
we still have 20 minutes, and then we're gonna kick it over to Dropkick Murphy. So I'm just making sure we get that out before too long. By the way, updated count: 150 cases in LA County now.
Oh shit! Cool, when did that get dropped?
Can I be honest?
40 minutes ago.
146 of them right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Patty's Pub.
We got 5 cases right here in the chat. Let's give a shout out.
I gotta see if they're community spread.
So there is a map, I think, on the LA Times that shows which cities, micro cities, and all that are affected. Andrew Rouse, Corn Pop was a bad dude. I got hairy legs, and I drive a long car, and I eat malty milkies, and I'm Joe Biden. Vote for me.
I didn't watch the debate. I
Hey, Brandon, you got some words like right here.
You have some shit right here in your face, Brandon.
Like right here.
If anyone hasn't watched it yet, it is your duty as American citizens to watch all of the clips from the WWE performing to no one in the audience. The clip
Yeah,
of,
it's
This is
high
so
theater.
weird. It's so surreal, you guys.
Did you see the Austin 316 one?
No.
Where he asked the crowd to give him a hell yeah, and it just cuts to empty seats. It is like a Tim and Eric
Okay,
sketch.
well, I'm glad that they're playing with it.
Oh no, they are. The one where the guys like, you know how they'll like start talking shit, and then the opponent will show up.
Yeah.
They did one of those, but like no one cheers, so it's just like you see the guy's head bobbing around in the background, and he's like, "Oh no, he's here."
Did you see John Oliver's most recent one?
Yeah, we were talking about
where
that.
he had 2 people testing positive in his building, so they had to just go to a white screen somewhere. Like, it's so weird. It's so surreal to see all of this stuff happening. Especially when I was the crazy like 2 months ago.
I'm trying to find it so I can play it on the. Oh god, it's gonna take so long to find it. If anyone that has access to my Discord, just if someone can send me a link to the tweet that shows the Steve Austin clip, I would appreciate it. I'll play it on the stream. Because
They must have been aware
we are
that they
gonna
were
delete
doing
the
that,
stream.
right?
Like this is nothing.
Real quick, look at Brandon. Brandon, you're like an anime character. Like you're just like a haircut with like a face.
By the
are
way,
you a gorilla? Are you a Gorilla's CD cover? Like what is happening?
By the way,
No, he seriously does look like a MySpace profile picture. Like
big shout out to everyone on Twitter who has tagged the Internet Today Twitter account with screenshots of them like losing their shit to this 5-person chaotic live stream. Because I just opened it up and there's so many people taking pictures of it. It's insane.
I'm sure it is.
I stand Tiny Phil.
Oh, okay, Kusea is posting it. Oh no, that's one of them. That's not the Stone Cold one though.
Oh, there we
You
go.
have a slide whistle, Elliot.
Oh, Elliot. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm so looking forward to seeing all the weird shit that comes out of this quarantine, like all of the weird content that people are making.
Listen, we're gonna delete this anyway, so I'm gonna show this clip from WWE. Not everyone.
No, don't delete.
What?
No, why are you deleting?
Well, we're gonna get struck if I show this clip.
No.
Oh boy.
Are you sure?
Classic.
Risk it? Chat, should we risk it?
If you. Where's the Eagle Rock? Oh, Eagle Rock's not on the list. What up?
All right, here, I'll
Realistically,
show it. Here we go. I'm showing it. Everyone, shush, shush, shush. Ready?
Here we go.
And I started listening to him. And they took my crooked little world and they turned it into a majestic fun house.
Brendan, you look like a sports fan right
You
now.
broke me, John.
Elliot's a king of the hill.
Fiend.
Chloe went to hell.
Put me back together. And at WrestleMania, it's going to be a slaughter. You just don't know it yet.
Who's this guy talking to? I can't see who he's talking to.
Let me in.
John Cena.
John Cena.
It's
Guys,
Clint
that was
Eastwood
the joke.
talking to a chair.
See what you mean. Because you can't.
Here, this is the better one.
Let's trace our steps back. Why did Bray Wyatt fall? Let's put them. What should have happened 6 years ago? Ending the existence of the most overhyped,
I need a better picture.
overvalued,
I'm feeling itchy.
overprivileged
Hold on.
WWE superstar in existence.
Yowie wowie!
Yowie wowie.
Holy cow, John. That is seriously riveting stuff, man. I mean, you had my attention.
He's just
so you know,
alone. It's amazing.
I'm really glad you're here. Even though you're saying some really mean and hateful stuff about me.
And there's no like echo
It's
or
good
anything
to see
either.
you again, John. But I mean, look at you. Look at you. You're doing great.
All right, I'm gonna try to find the whatchamacallit, the Austin 316 one because it's so good.
Can I get a hell yeah? Yeah, because it was March 16th. Is Austin's day.
Oh, here it is. Here. I got it.
It's all about. Give me a hell yeah. I said, if you want to know what 316 Day is all about, give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah! What
It's so weird. It's like monster trucks without an audience. It's so weird.
Right.
16 days is all about.
But it's everything with an audience right now. Nobody has an audience.
I said,
love it so much.
If you want to know,
Yeah, this is how all live entertainment should be.
Yes.
Better
Yeah,
that
exactly.
way.
That's it. This whole outbreak has pulled the curtain back on production so well, and it shows how much actual fans are needed to support everything that is going on with sports and everything.
Phil, do you remember our audience at ASG? This is all.
Those six people were very nice people, Chloe.
ASG is Attack of the Show game.
Lovely.
All systems go.
All systems gone.
Yo, I was drunk. I was editing. It took me, Chloe, I'm not exaggerating, 12 hours to find 90 seconds of that show that could be sent to another person. And I was like, and it's fucking terrible.
I was trying so hard to find
up.
a game like they don't do it anymore, as far as I know. Chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. I tried to find a game by searching before I buy it, like a sports game that allows for CPU versus CPU, so that I could just stream like the Patriots versus the Green Bay Packers on Madden, but they just play each other.
They used to be able to do that.
Yeah, they used to. It's not a thing anymore, as far as I know. And MLB The Show just came out, but it's only on PlayStation. But I think Brandon's Ghost just entered the chat.
Yeah, I do have to say that this chat went down significantly once we all added our custom backgrounds. By the way, Slipknot 9/11 inside job. Way to go.
Wow, okay.
Corona.
A lot of people have been saying
I
this.
need Corona just for online content now.
What the fuck is happening?
Hey, Boomhauer.
Is that Boomhauer? Yeah.
Oh, wait, press your button.
Boomhauer, you got to point there.
I got my Jared Leto Joker behind me.
Leto.
Leto?
Sorry. Is it Leto?
Yes.
Sorry. Oh no. Oh, I'll just leave. Sorry, guys.
You should.
I really
Get the hell out of here, woman.
Fake gamer girl.
Did you hear about what happened with Jared Leto though?
Yes.
He's
he
lying.
About it, but he's
He's
lying.
fucking
he's
lying.
Totally lying.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. No, but there's also the people that in what's it called?
Big Brother.
Big Brother in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and they're live streaming. That's the shit that I'm talking about. That's despicable.
Yeah,
it's despicable.
I love it. Fuck that.
And I'm gonna
hope you
watch
guys have
the
been
shit out of it.
enjoying your time here at the Big Brother house. There's a few things we need to update you on from the outside world. I know we're not supposed to tell you anything, but there's just a few small things that we need to tell you.
Just a little thing. Just a little thing.
So, do you have grandparents? Does anyone have grandparents in the house?
Oh god.
Yes, I love my grandmother very much. Why do you ask?
Your grandma's dead, kid.
Your grandma is dead because there's
All
a
of your
pandemic
grandmas are dead.
sweeping the entire world right now.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Anyway, get back to getting drunk and having sex with each other for our cameras, please.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chloe, your background has something right here. It's like right here.
My mom's calling me.
If you move your head over, you can see
Oh,
the
Brandon,
other
keep it in
side.
wait, Brandon's mom's calling. We gotta get
Yeah.
Brandon.
Oh.
Keep it
my
on
God,
speakerphone.
Donna.
Speakerphone.
Yes, Donna's
Hey,
the
Mom.
best.
Put her on.
I'm about to put you on
her
speakerphone, okay?
Brandon's mom.
You're about to be
How
streamed.
considerate. I don't ever tell
that okay?
my mom I'm gonna put her on speaker. I'm just
Oh, wait,
like,
wait,
here
wait.
you are.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Brandon.
She sounds so lovely.
She really is.
How are you? I'm sorry I missed your call last night.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm driving home from work.
Why are they still making you go in?
We are a healthcare provider.
I know.
Oh, your mom's a hero.
They're saying you're a hero, and it's true. Well, how was it? Are y'all still locking down more and stuff?
We're very busy.
All right.
Okay.
Business is booming.
Do you want to tell? I went to Costco today, and it wasn't panicked, but Trader Joe's, man, I'm not ready to die, so I avoided
How's
that.
he gonna get that cider, that rosé cider he loves so much?
Worse, the grocery store or the virus.
The parking lot, really. We have fun here. We have LA jokes. Do you want to tell one story from my childhood that's embarrassing?
Yes, please.
Is it the
Oh, just one?
Wow, shots fired.
A story from your childhood that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, when you were in kindergarten, I went to see the kindergarten teacher, just a normal parent-teacher conference, and she was like, she had this little bitty voice that she talked like this, and so we were talking, and she said, she talked about how well you were doing, and she said, I just have one little problem. I won't talk like her, but anyway, that you kept standing up. You didn't want to sit in your chair. And I said, oh my goodness, we didn't need to make him sit in his chair. Well, that's okay. I just let him stand up as long as he doesn't bother other people. So you were always fidgety, I guess.
He always wanted to be
He's
taller
always a
than
little
everyone
fidgety
else.
boy.
Always fidgety. Ben, where's your mom from?
My mom's from Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Oh,
Tennessee.
okay.
They have
Miss
a farm out.
Donna. Tell
Kid
Donna.
Rock is gonna infect her.
All right, Chloe says hi.
Something about what I said?
No, we love you.
Yeah,
No, they love your
everyone
accent.
loves you.
Everyone loves you, Mom.
Currently, around 2,270 people love you.
Around 2,270 people love you. There you go.
Well, you were riding with your grandmother and Aunt Laura, and you were in the back seat, and you said, I wonder, is my Uncle Hunker, you called him Hunker instead of Hunter, is he fun? Is he funny?
Okay.
Ask your mom about the spider. Ask your mom about spiders.
No.
Ask your mom about spiders.
Okay. All right, Mom. I will let you go.
Thank
No,
you, Smack
Brandon,
My
ask your
Biatch,
mom about spiders.
for the super chat.
All
Please,
right.
please.
Oh wait, she hung up.
She hung up on you.
Oh, wow.
She hung up.
Brandon, wait, do you guys know about Brandon and spiders?
No.
No, tell us.
Is he terrified of them?
No.
Brandon, you want to tell the story?
Yeah, let me text my mom real quick.
Oh my
I was like, oh, he's
god.
a Texas mom.
That's him on a date. Hold on, let me just take my mom.
If I could fucking bail out of the conversation with my dad immediately, I would call him just to have him be like, "You goddamn Chinese spilled a jar of virus."
Damn bat soup.
But
if it
no,
wasn't for all these Chinese drinking bat wings,
dude. By the way, no. Bat soup is super racist, but no one gets it yet.
So my anyways, when I was little, I watched Spider-Man for the first time, the animated show in the 90s, and my parents worked, so I was like from like 2 till
my parents worked so I could run.
So, yeah.
Brag. Brag.
But but
oh, we're losing it.
I went, and after I saw Spider-Man, I would go home after school and go in the backyard, and I would find spiders and put them on
And become a man.
my hand, and I would like. Spiders don't naturally want to bite you. I learned that you have to prod them to make them bite you.
This is why your dating life is so fucked.
I do okay. If
You gotta poke them a little bit. You gotta get their attention.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to flirt, to be
So
fair.
he got in trouble with his mom because
So
his mom
one of
was
them
like,
got infected, but this is after, I want to say at least a dozen spider bites. Because I would just go home and repeat this process. I had a thing when I was a kid where I really wanted to be a superhero. I created an obstacle course. I remember our tire swing in the background broke. So what I did is I
In the
sharpened
background, by the way.
What? Who
Not the
farted?
backyard, the background. A true professional.
But when I would sharpen the ends of both sticks and I tied it to the rope swing, and what I would do was I would chuck it and it would spin this sharp stick, and I would practice dodging it, so I could increase my dexterity and agility.
Well, we love you for it. As we could have expected, the Dropkick Murphys are not as hip to the streaming game as we all would have hoped.
Oh.
They don't have any live streams up currently, but their Twitch currently is active because of the chat room. But I'm also monitoring their YouTube page, so we have about 5 minutes left before the Dropkick Murphys should take the stage. So I'm actively waiting to see when this goes live, and then we'll push to that. But I'm going to take one more bathroom break, and I will I'm going to let Brandon and Chloe ask questions of each other, Phil, Elliot, and myself.
Yeah.
Brandon and I talk all the time. I know everything I need to know about Brandon at this point, unless his mom has some more good stories.
never met my mom.
No, I haven't.
So wait, Brandon, what is
No,
your
he was
mom's,
talking about him.
What is your mom's job exactly?
So here's what I don't understand. So she said that it is true that she is a medical professional, but she runs, she's the director of benefits and something else for a big healthcare chain, right? I forget what it's called. I forget the exact. But in Memphis. So and they just acquired another healthcare chain and stuff like that. So I don't know why she needs to be in work. I don't know why she needs to be going into work.
Yeah, it seems like something that could be done remotely.
Yeah.
Yes. And I get right now everything's kind of on fire because like the whole and my mom does a lot more than just like the benefits. Like she's taken on like a lot of roles and stuff like that. But I guess and I talked with her about this and I was like, hey, you should really work from home. And she was like, I know, but my boss is like the VP of the company is like, it doesn't think of it as a big deal. And I'm like, just when the medical shit think it's a big deal. But it's just a big deal for me because my grandmother, as I said, like my grandmother's staying with them right now. And my mom's in her 60s, so she's at risk. And my grandmother, who is in her mid 80s.
Your mom sounds fine though. She's doing great. What the hell just happened?
She's doing good.
Sorry, my bad.
Here's what I'll say is that, like, look, what you need is a person who's very much in charge. And what we need right now is love. So would you say that you need a love guru in charge of things?
Yes.
Chloe, are you in charge? Do you know a love guru who might be able to do this?
I would watch Brandon as love guru, by the way.
Absolutely. No question.
I think he would be a fabulous love guru.
No. I want to be Hitch in Hitch 2. Too Hitched.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was your.
Yo, what about this? Can I pitch a movie?
Yes.
What about it's Brandon in Hitch 2, but he's both characters. He's the guy giving him advice, but he's also it's like Fight Club, but it's Hitch 2.
I love. Oh my god, I would watch that so hard, Phil. Not even ironically.
It's Brandon's older self giving his younger self still terrible advice.
Yeah. And he's like, no,
you just gotta poke and prod him.
Steal her underwear.
Here's the way. You know what? I consider the long approach. I consider the long approach, right?
Or
with dating.
Wait, Brandon, that's the problem. You need to approach the girthy approach. It's not the long approach. They do not like the long approach.
It's width versus
girth. Not this.
No, I think. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I'm just awkward. I don't know how to flirt. Never flirted in my life. But I do think I have.
Brandon's both sides of the
Any
point.
girl
He's either
can-
like, I can flirt like a motherfucker, or he's like, I've never flirted before.
Any
in my
girl
life.
can deep throat a string of spaghetti.
Anyone. They say they won't. They say, "Oh, I'm a good church-going girl. My daddy's a pastor."
But
they wouldn't even serve spaghetti at my girl's school because it was too phallic. So I wouldn't know how to do that. She's fucking lying. She is a fucking liar. She can deep throat that spaghetti. She could probably do two at once.
Brandon, if you're single and ready to mingle, there's a bi dude in the chat that thinks you're cute.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Don't turn down.
You know a friend with a mustache who's single and ready to Pringle.
Oh, can I try that?
He's the Pringles guy. It's the Pringles guy.
I got my wife some sour beer, so I'm gonna try it.
Oh no.
That sounds awful.
Tastes like
My wife.
It's so
Say
bad.
hi to Dana for me.
Usually
Hi,
so
Dana.
bad.
Hi.
Hi, Dana.
I think it's impossible to drink sour beer
Come
if
say
you've
hi. Come say
ever
hi, really.
grown
It's so
up
bad.
while drunk.
It doesn't matter if you have makeup on.
Everyone looks like shit, Dana.
Yeah, we all look like shit.
How
Especially
how
Brandon.
dare you? I put on
You're
lipstick.
compared to Chloe.
Chloe looks
I've
great.
got, look at my
But,
overalls. I'm wearing this.
yeah.
I bought
Captain
overalls.
Lee Dama, thank you for the super
I
chat.
need to see myself.
You can see it here.
No. It's
What
not
does it say on
Up
there?
top left, top left.
Oh. God,
Dana's about to play Overwatch.
Oh man, I miss Overwatch so much.
That
I
was
love
good.
that Brandon's been standing this whole time. He's gotten way more exercise out of this.
He's been doing
Burn
squats
twice
the
as many
entire time.
calories
I
as
have.
us.
You should see these thighs. They're ready to crush.
Yeah.
shower.
I don't
Oh,
Do anything.
their live stream
Who needs
is
a shower, man?
Dropkick
Where
Murphy's
is
live
it?
stream is technically up, but is it stop? Okay, I got a little too drunk. It is currently a pre-show.
Okay. It's like every time Bernie Sanders streams, and I'm like, "Hey, where you at, motherfucker?" And it takes like half an hour. I get it.
So far it looks like they're only live on
You're like,
Twitch.
hey, old man,
Oh, nope. Okay.
where are you? And
Yeah.
It's just like, maybe Elliot is the problem.
Oh, they're already having terrible sound issues.
Oh, no. Shocker.
Hold on. I'm
So, Ricky, Elliot, as people in
very bad
bands,
sound issues.
Usually think these are really easily cleared up, right?
What?
Sound issues with bands and venues and
so here's the problem.
Echoey rooms.
I will say, I will say, here's the thing. There is a huge, and I want everyone to know this, because this is a big problem with live streaming events. There is a huge, the most monumental differential between live audio and live or audio directly to a stream. It is a completely different art. It is like digital art versus paintings. It is so fucking different but the same at the same time that it is not surprising that these lifetime bands and their sound engineers are struggling to bring things online. That is not abnormal. It is a completely different universe. And by the way, firsthand experience, I've worked for a bunch of bands that do that have done, obviously live shows, but then they'll go on like Jimmy
regular
Kimmel and
Clown
stuff.
Posse, Insane Clown Posse.
Yes. So they'll do live shows on like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Conan, whatever. When you go on those shows, it doesn't matter if your sound guy has been touring with you for 20 fucking years. You go on those shows and they're like, this guy has to get out of the fucking room.
Yeah.
Because we know what we're doing and you have to get the fuck out because you're going to ruin whatever we're doing.
Well, there's a complete difference in headroom, which is basically, headroom is like, so your loudest sounds need to be at like as close to 0 dB digital as possible, which is the loudest possible sound. And your lowest sounds, that's where things get complicated. On like a fucking actual album release, the headroom is going to be wide. It's going to be like 30 decibels wide. On TV, it's different. On a live stream on the internet, it's different. And if you fuck that up, it's going to sound like blood.
Update, Dropkick Murphy's stream just went down already.
All right, well, we're not going anywhere, folks.
We will stay here until it goes back live, and they are playing a concert that sounds good.
At some point, I have to steal Brandon for our show about coronavirus.
By the way, I just want to remind everyone.
Although I am very tipsy, and this is probably a bad idea.
Well, no, that's great, because if the Dropkick Murphy shit fails, we'll just immediately send everyone over to your stream.
All right.
Chloe got last place playing Forza at E3.
Wait, okay.
So don't fucking start with me, Brandon. You know exactly what happened there.
What is your guys' link if people want to watch you instead of?
It's just youtube.com/skydart. We'll be up in like probably 10 minutes from when we leave here. Yeah.
She shares 20% of the profits with me.
youtube.com/skydart, right?
Yep.
youtube.com.
It's literally, the show is just like talking about what's happened this week.
Chloe, are you doing okay, or do you want us to send you money for appearing?
Yeah, could you just Venmo me some cash, please?
No, if you send us your PayPal, we'll send you some money.
No, God, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, we're sending Brandon
I do have to
money.
be non-ironic for a moment.
Tito's, man.
Like, Brandon and Chloe, you guys have been instrumental in the thing of like, everything's okay. Like, let's ground this. Like, lightning rods amongst that. And that's very, very rare where like everything, when you look at TV or every website and article, is just like, panic, 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 and you're being very realistic about stuff. And like, let's take it all in. Like,
yeah,
I'll do that. So
that's all, Chloe.
I really appreciate that what you all been doing.
You're
coming from the other. You're eating from the
Dropkick
other
Murphys
end
are
of the
not live
sandwich.
yet, but they have fixed their audio.
Okay.
So as soon as they go live, I will spam the link in the chat, and then we all have to enter chat and be like, "Internet Today sent us." So I will let you know when their show is actually live, because they're going to be doing a pre-show for a bit.
Alright.
Oh, Elliot's got his recorder out. Oh,
We'll
Brandon's almost finished his wine.
Let me play Shipping Up to Boston for you.
That's a full-on slide whistle, right? Is that like 20 cents on Amazon?
We could do more book
yes.
recs.
Thanks, Barry.
Okay, let's do a live reading of my fan
this is-
fiction.
Oh God, this is a fucking shit show.
Read your fucking fan fiction.
Shots.
All right. Thank you for the music. I'll start it now.
Guys, everyone in the chat that has a lot of money, we need $30 more to be able to pay Brandon and Phil.
Oh, dear God.
Pay up! Everyone pay!
If we can get 30 people to donate $1, we can pay Brandon and Phil to pay their rent this month.
You alright, Phil?
All up.
What just happened?
Where is he down?
Phil is
Oh my
dead.
God. What is that?
Oh no!
Phil ran out of money.
Oh, hold on.
good.
Can we do a belly off? I've got a good belly for you. Hold on.
Wait, our own bellies? I don't like to show my
No, we're
stomach
still
in
waiting.
the-
No, we're waiting to see Brandon's nipples.
Oh, yeah. Did you?
God,
I
no.
told him about the low
Come
nipples.
on,
but-
I showed you his nipple. You
Oh,
saw
Phil's
his
back.
nipples on the vendors thing. Come on.
Oh, right. Vendors.
You
I
can't break
forgot
this
about
guy
that.
over the coals.
Found it. Yeah, bitch. Oh my God. Hold on.
Is that Justin Timberlake?
There you go. Jesus sent us 99 cents.
Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, the pre-show for Dropkick Murphys has started, but the live show has not. $2.
Oh,
All right,
Still
one
here?
more. There it is.
there we go.
If you want to submit questions now, if you do a super chat, we will answer your question until the
And he's
show
back.
starts. Ty Sawyer, $2 for nipple time.
Do
We're
it.
still doing fucking.
Oh, Redrick just bought the whole crowd and Aptera with $50 for the nipple
Oh!
donation. Brandon, you gotta do
Man,
it.
it sucks. Brandon's job at Machinima the entire time was
Luca, thank you very much.
for
right.
money.
Jesse,
for
thank you.
donations and Stream.
Is this illegal to be shirtless on stream?
No, show your
Oh,
your
just
nipples.
don't show your feet. You're fine.
Okay.
Joe Cusick, thank you very much for the 149. Show your nipples, Brandon.
Oh God.
Damn,
he did it! He did
You're
it!
in great shape. What is your body fat percentage? Holy shit.
See, look
Look at those low nipples.
at the nips.
No,
Those
I don't.
nipples
they're
are
low.
pointing south. You
They
can
were
set
low.
your watch to those nipples.
They
Here's
are
what
a little bit low.
It's
I think-
happening. I get
let me
what
tell you
Brandon
why
is
I
feeling
think-
now.
Michael Wilson with $25. Julian, thank you very much for 50 Mexican dollars.
Oh
I
man, you
think-
gotta
Joe
do this on
Figueroa,
Coffee and
Eric.
COVID now.
Here's
Lucas,
why.
Robert.
But
Oh,
here's
there's
why.
Brandon.
Forces,
was a-
they're kind of low.
I was a chubby kid, so I think I used to have like more boobs, and I think they
More
deflated
boobs.
down. So this is the saggage of the skin. So I think.
All right,
See, I'm
yams
telling
are
you, everyone
$20.
I
We're
think
gonna
it's
send
pronounced
we're gonna send Brandon
Nagash.
we're gonna send Brandon
Chloe,
and
you have a
Phil.
thing
We're gonna
right-
send Brandon
like
and Phil
right
$250 each. We're gonna do
Right
it.
by-
Oh no, you don't have to.
We're
do
gonna
that
no, we're
much.
sending you guys $250 each. We're gonna send it to him after this. Send me your PayPal, Brandon.
Thank you. Oh well, thank you. That's
Thank you, Alex. Thank you,
too
Andrew,
kind.
Frosty,
It's-
Robert Bidonde. Thank you guys.
Oh dang.
We're gonna send
just
them.
have-
We're gonna send
Brandon,
them
how do you
a
feel?
small
You-
portion of their
I
rent,
think
but a
you've
portion nonetheless.
officially. I think you've already started your OnlyFans.
Yeah. See, could I get away with an OnlyFans if I did like
Yeah.
funny
Gamer
pictures?
Austin, thanks for being a new member. Jose
If you-
Oviedo, thank
Brandon,
you.
I know
Where
you're not
wigs
gay,
sell
but if you
backwater.
were, you would be a twink.
Dude, I think about it all
They're
the
very
time.
popular.
I think.
They're very popular
That's
twink.
what I've heard.
I thought about going to Japan and becoming a male escort because I. think
He's
I could
talked
clean
about this.
Oh yeah,
every
you look.
month for
You
a-
basically
like,
look like a
7 days.
anime character.
up. Yeah.
He
I
kind
feel
of
like a lot
does.
of women would be into
Well,
It's
we're
the
both
eyes.
we're both Attack on Titan, huh?
Chloe, do you
Yeah.
have any saved DMs that you've gotten that we can do creepy text theater on the fly
Oh
here?
my God, no, I don't think so. Nah, let me see. I mean, I only post bread and dogs on Instagram now.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see if I've got anything good.
I made an Instagram
Talk
for my
amongst
cats
yourself.
because they need to start pulling their weight in this economy.
Yeah, everyone needs to mobilize.
Outpatient, thank you. Brandine, thank you. Christopher Brown with the 50. Phil, here, bring him back. Oh, and hey,
Yeah.
Brandon. Thank you very much, Christopher Brown, the good Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Let me open Snapchat and see what's going on.
Oh,
God.
man.
A treasure trove.
Let me see. I haven't been on here in literally. Let me see. I don't even know how to use this anymore. Wait.
Oh my God,
Creepy
Brandon
text theater was
Harrington.
Somebody
Brandon
sent me a
Harrington
picture.
with the $20. Jose
I
with
tried
the
to-
membership.
I tried to find creepy text and I couldn't find it anymore.
Yeah, you gotta dig pretty far. They've been backed up on a few channels, but it's hard to find.
Mr. Archangel became a member. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Irvin, thank you for the $4. They are still in their pre-show.
Dudes rock.
It's just them smashing
right.
a house over and over again.
We got the nipples. That just.
Thank you,
Yeah,
fuck yeah, girl. Thank you for the dono.
I don't have enough dick pics. Sorry, guys.
Okay, fine. We don't. Don't show the dick pics.
Has anyone ever sent you a dick pic?
Yeah, God, yes. Unfortunately.
Brandon,
I've never once taken a picture of my penis. I don't understand.
But have you ever gotten a tit pic though?
Yes, I have.
What?
See, that's bullshit. Double standards. If somebody sends you a tit pic, you got to send them a dick pic in response. That's how it
No,
works.
I just say lol and I move on.
Let me find my cat's.
Lol, you laugh. You laugh at the tits. You're laughing at the tits.
Hey,
Maybe that's why you're not getting as many
Sorry,
dicks.
All right, don't judge me. I'll put my cat's Instagram in here. Hold on. It's only 3 pictures. I literally just started it.
Does your cat have an OnlyFans too?
Wait, it has a
soon enough.
Instagram? Your cat has an Instagram? Link that up.
I think this is the correct link. Okay, try that, people.
What is a simp? I don't know what a simp is. I'm behind on
simp
my
is-
terminology.
A simp is a
reply
man
guy.
who does this shit.
It's just a new word for reply guy, but like reply guy became a more generalized term. So simp is now specifically a reply guy who like follows hot girls and replies to all of her.
Oh,
messages
I see.
And defends her even when she acts like a fucking idiot.
Specific type. It's a.
A simp is a man who sucks his own dick.
Hey, Chloe, I'm so sorry. You've been tattooed, asshole. Like right there.
What? Oh God! Wait,
It's right there.
What about a tattooed asshole?
3 pictures of Paul Rudd.
Big shout out to all of these followers who are just spamming the account I made for my cats on Instagram.
Yeah.
You guys, this was so. When I was tuning in, this felt very like there was a format, and now I don't even know.
There's no format. Absolutely not.
Oh, there.
We're literally just waiting for Dropkick
I'll see
Murphys
you in
to
the
start
garbage.
streaming live.
Oh man.
And okay, Elliot, would you like to explain why we're so excited to see the Dropkick Murphys specifically?
Well, I mean, in general, just Dropkick Murphys there. In terms of Irish American bands who combine punk genre with Irish folk music, they're kind of the number one. I'd say Flogging Molly, a very close second.
Love Flogging Molly so much. They're so great.
In fact, personally, I might like Flogging Molly a little bit more at this point. When I was younger, it was probably in reverse, but Dropkick Murphys, great punk band, great combination of Irish folk with punk. They've played a St. Patrick's Day show every year since like 1990. It's like their fucking thing. And this is the first year that all live performances of everything are canceled. And they said, no, fuck that. We will be damned. We will be damned if we're missing St. Patrick's Day because of some damn virus. We're going to live stream that shit, which is very cool. But personally, for me and Ricky, our specific affection for the Dropkick Murphys